My beloved child, stop for just a moment and let these words wash over you. You've been fighting unseen battles, carrying silent burdens. You smile, but your soul is tired. I know, but this message, this one, is a divine lifeline, not just to soothe your heart, but to awaken your power. You were made for this season. I have chosen you to rise not in fear, but in faith. Stay with me until the very last word. What's coming next is more than comfort, it's a calling, and your moment begins right now. The journey you are on may feel endless. You have faced disappointment, heartache, and moments where giving up seemed like the only option. But I say to you now, do not surrender. Do not believe the whispers of despair that claim your story has ended or that your dreams have vanished. My hand still rests upon your life, and the narrative I am writing for you is far from complete. The circumstances around you may appear overwhelming, but I am the God of the impossible. I proclaim to you with all the authority of heaven and earth, your victory is assured, because I am not finished with you, my precious child. Every time you call on my name with true faith, I listen. Speak boldly to me, saying, Lord, I need you, and witness how heaven moves on your behalf. Your faith stirs miracles, and my blessings are already on their way. When the world insists it's over, remember that I hold the final word. I am the author and finisher of your faith. I began a good work in you, and I will carry it to completion. Every delay you've endured has been part of my plan to prepare you, strengthen you, and position you for a harvest of blessings that only comes through perseverance. So listen closely and absorb this message with your whole heart. I am about to reveal the next chapter of your life. There is a divine promise woven into this declaration. It's not over until I say it's over. Your breakthrough is closer than you realize. Your prayers, your tears, and your efforts have not been in vain. This waiting season you are experiencing is temporary, and the chains that hold you back are breaking even now in the unseen realm. I am working on your behalf, aligning things you cannot yet see with natural eyes. Your breakthrough will come in my timing, not the enemy's, nor according to any human schedule. When discouragement tempts you to give up, when others count you out, when every door seems shut, remember, I hold the master key. I can open any locked door. Your breakthrough stands at the edge of this moment, and all you need to do is hold on with faith and expectancy. Watch and listen carefully through this entire message, because the hope I bring will revive your spirit. Beloved one, if my message has blessed your heart, keep it safe within you. Show your faith and love for me. Press that like button and let the world know. I am aware that the enemy has tried to convince you your fight is lost. He plants seeds of doubt, whispering that your best days are behind you, that your dreams have crumbled, or that the pain you carry will never end. But hear me. Those are not my words. Those are lies from the adversary who prowls like a roaring lion, seeking to devour your hope. Do not give him space. Do not let his lies take root in you by accepting defeat as your portion. Instead, choose my truth. I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way, who brings beauty from ashes, and who turns mourning into dancing. If you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in weakness. If you feel alone, remember I have promised never to leave or forsake you. This message is your lifeline. Cling to it. Watch to the very end, for I am empowering you with words that will shift your spirit from despair to victory. You might wonder why the trial or delay continues, why you haven't yet seen the breakthrough you long for. The truth is, my timing is perfect, even when it doesn't match your expectations. I am working all things out for your good, preparing you for blessings and responsibilities that you have not yet reached. I see the big picture, indeed the eternal picture, when your vision is limited. What feels like a setback is really a setup for something greater in my kingdom. Your waiting is shaping your character, building perseverance, and teaching you lessons necessary for the next stage of your journey. So do not lose heart. The story is still being written, and the best pages lie ahead. Precious child, I have appointed you to pour out my love. Speak to 3 weary hearts, and my peace will rest upon them. I am calling you to a place of spiritual endurance. This is not the time to give up or to let your heart grow weary. This is the moment to hold fast to faith. Faith is not merely belief, it is an act of trust in me. When circumstances look bleak, when you feel like giving up, remember my promises. Speak them aloud, declaring, Lord, it's not over, because you say it's not over. Let that confession give you courage and renew your hope. Prayer must become your refuge and my word your sustenance. Surround yourself with those who uplift your spirit. Guard your heart against negativity and distraction. Stay fixed on me. This message is your anchor. Return to it often. Watch it until the very end. Let the fullness of my encouragement and the power of my promise sink into your spirit and empower you for the road ahead. Remember, my child, that the battle belongs to me. Your victory is guaranteed because I have declared it. When you feel on the verge of collapse, remember that I am your rock and fortress. When you feel overwhelmed, I am your refuge and strength. When it seems impossible, I am the God of miracles. A divine shift is happening on your behalf right now. Chains are breaking, doors are opening, and what once seemed dead is coming alive. What seemed impossible is now possible. Your faithfulness in the waiting will be rewarded with abundance beyond your imagination. I am restoring what was lost and blessing you in ways you have not yet dreamed of. This promise is not a wish. It is my solemn declaration to you. I know the journey has been hard. I have seen every tear you shed in secret and heard every prayer whispered in the silence of the night. I carry your burdens and know intimately the struggles you face. You are not forgotten. Your pain matters to me. Walk boldly in faith and love. Through your super thanks, let the truth of my word reach those longing for light. Click the super thanks button and be covered in my grace. Take heart. Your story is far from over. With each step you take in faith, my power meets you. I am working behind the scenes, weaving a tapestry of hope and restoration. That moment you believed was your end is only the beginning of a new chapter. Keep your eyes on me, keep your ears open to my voice, and hold fast to this truth. It's not over until I say it's over. My beloved child, I urge you once again, do not stop now. Keep your focus on this message until the very end. I am pouring my spirit into these words. I am releasing strength, hope, and assurance for the journey ahead. Allow this truth to sink deep into your heart. Let it transform your perspective and ignite a new fire within you. Whatever you are facing, whatever you have lost, whatever seems impossible, remember this divine truth. It's not over until I say it's over. Your breakthrough, your healing, and your restoration are all on their way. I have already won the victory, and I am holding you in my hands. I will carry you through. Watch, listen, and receive this message fully. Let it awaken your soul, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for the glorious future I have in store. You are my beloved, and I am always with you. Together, we will shine a light for those in darkness. Will you help carry this flame by supporting this mission? Click below to buy me a coffee and be a blessing to many. Every gift you give is seen and cherished. I thank you for your love, my beloved son. Today I speak to you with tenderness that pierces through the clamor of the world, reaching the deepest layers of your heart. You sense a yearning within, a quiet ache that whispers there is something more, something deeper than the fleeting pleasures and temporary successes that once enticed you. Perhaps you mask this ache with a smile, distract yourself with busyness, or bury it beneath the weight of daily responsibilities. But I see what is hidden. I see the silent battles you fight, the weariness that settles in your bones, and the void no earthly treasure can fill. I am your Father, calling not in judgment but with an everlasting love that heals, restores, and transforms. Have you sensed that restless stirring in your spirit, even when life appears orderly to those around you? It is the feeling that something vital is missing, a quiet voice urging you toward a higher purpose. That voice is mine, gently drawing you back to the source of all you truly seek. The world offers applause, trophies, and fleeting validations, but these cannot fill the space in your soul crafted for me alone. I created you for intimacy with me, a communion where your deepest wounds are mended, Your heaviest burdens are lifted, and your heart finds the peace it craves. Do not let your heart grow hard to my call. I have prepared an extraordinary miracle for you, but it is not found in the clamor of the world or in chasing empty achievements. It is revealed in the quiet moments of faithfulness, in the sacred space where you pour out your heart before me. You have fought to stand strong, to carry on despite burdens that weigh you down. Yet I am not asking for your strength. I ask for your surrender, for a heart fully open to me. My precious child, my love for you is unchanging. Lean into my words, and I will give you peace, courage, and direction for every step ahead. How many times have you felt unseen, unheard, or unnoticed? How many nights have you lain awake, wrestling with thoughts of giving up? I have witnessed every moment. I have heard every whispered prayer and caught every tear you shed in solitude. Not one has been wasted. Not one has gone unnoticed. I am not distant. I am a father who loves you fiercely, who grieves when you are weary, and who longs to draw you close, restoring the joy that time and trials have stolen. I do not come to accuse or condemn. I come with arms outstretched, inviting you to return to the essence of who you are in me. Shut the door to the world's distractions and enter the secret place of prayer, where I will meet you. It is in that sacred space that I pour out my comfort, wrapping you in the warmth of my spirit. It is there I lift the burdens the world has heaped upon you, replacing them with my peace, a peace that surpasses understanding. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. The enemy may whisper that you are too far gone, too broken, or too unworthy. But my love spans every distance, heals every fracture, and redeems every failure. Take one step toward me, and I will run to meet you. Cry out to me, and I will flood your soul with peace. What has been worn down by time, I will renew. What has been lost in chaos, I will restore. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into joy, and chaos into a testimony of my faithfulness. You have searched for answers in many places, achievements, relationships, perfectionism, but the answer lies in intimacy with me. Not in religious rituals or endless striving, but in simply being with me. Pause the rush of your day, set distractions aside, and listen. My voice does not always shout. It often whispers, gentle and steady, waiting for you to lean in. In that stillness, I speak words of healing, guidance, and hope. I will teach you how to live, giving you wisdom for your journey and strength for battles yet to come. Do not wait for the perfect moment to approach me. You do not need your life in order or your heart cleaned up, nor do you have to erase your mistakes to draw near. Come as you are, raw, broken, and weary, and I will meet you there. I am the God who molds clay into vessels of honor, who shines light into the darkest corners, who weaves redemption out of your deepest pain. This process begins in the secret place, in your daily choice to seek me, to listen, and to trust. Dear child, let your heart reflect the glory of my kingdom in all you do. With every super thanks you give, you help spread my truth to those in need. Be a vessel of my light and love. Click the super thanks button and receive the gifts of heaven. I have never stopped speaking to you. My thoughts toward you are countless, my plans for you are good, and my love for you is unchanging. Even in the midst of confusion and doubt, or when you feel unworthy, I am here. I am your counselor, your friend, your refuge. There is no corner of your existence my presence cannot reach, no wound too deep for my touch to heal. Pay attention, my child, for I am speaking to you in ways you may not recognize. The circumstances you face, the restlessness in your heart, the moments of unease before a decision, these are not random. I place signs along your path, not to harm you, but to guide you. I speak through quiet pauses, the unexpected words of others, and sudden moments of clarity that pierce your thoughts. The discomfort you feel before a wrong choice, that inward break before a dangerous step, is my spirit warning you, protecting you, calling you back to my side. Do not ignore the patterns in your life. Reflect on what burdens your heart, what repeats in your mind, what draws your attention again and again. I am stirring your spirit, awakening you to my voice. There are decisions before you that could alter your path, and I long for you to hear me before you choose. My warnings do not spring from anger, but from a love that desires to keep you close, leading you into the fullness I have prepared for you. Today, I invite you to return to me with the simplicity of a child. Seek me as you once did, with a heart unburdened by worldly expectations. Make time to be with me, to dwell in my presence, to rest in the shelter of my love. Those who search for me with all their hearts will find me, and those who walk with me will never walk alone. In the shadow of the Almighty, you will find safety, strength, and a miracle waiting to unfold. Come back, my child. The world may offer its noise, but I offer my peace. It may promise treasures, but I promise my presence. There is a place for you here in the secret place, where my voice whispers, my love restores, and my power transforms. Step into it today and see what I will do. I have not given you a spirit of discernment, so you can be overwhelmed by fear, but so you can be anchored in my peace. When unease stirs within you, pause. When your soul feels restless, heed the whisper. When every path is shrouded in confusion, turn back to me. I will reveal what remains hidden from the natural eye, truths the world cannot see. Many are misled by voices that flatter pride, ignoring the gentle warnings of my spirit. They are swayed by the noise of fleeting opinions, the roar of the crowd, and the endless scroll of human noise. They have forgotten the sacred silence where heaven speaks. Dearest child, I have called you by name. You are mine. Walk with me, and I will fill you daily with strength, hope, and wonder. You were not created to rely on human wisdom for matters that require spiritual clarity. I am your source, your unshakable compass, your true north. Listen again, but this time with the ears of your heart. I have spoken in your solitude. I have whispered as you teetered on the edge of a fall. I have sent peace to confirm your steps and unrest to steer you from danger. My children are never without guidance, but you must make room for me. You must incline your ear to my voice. You must learn to distinguish between what simply sparkles and what carries eternal truth. This discernment arises when you quiet the storm within and invite me into every choice you make. Have you noticed how clarity dawns after you surrender in prayer? Or how burdens lift when you seek me with sincerity? My presence cuts through confusion, and where there is clarity, there is freedom. Freedom from doubt, from repeated cycles of pain, and from paths that lead nowhere. I long to protect you from unnecessary sorrow, to break the chains of repeated mistakes. But for this, you must listen. You cry out, Father, show me the way, and I answer, not with the noise of the world, but with a conviction that settles deep within, not with frantic haste, but with steady truth. The enemy is subtle, rarely announcing himself with blatant threats. He often appears as a promising opportunity, a fleeting thrill, or a door that appears wide open. Yet beneath the surface lies a snare. I am calling you now, before the deception tightens its grip. The enemy waits patiently for you to lower your guard, to rely on your own understanding, to forget to seek me. But today I interrupt his schemes. Today I awaken your spirit. The time you have is precious. Use it with intention. See with eyes attuned to the spirit. If a choice that once seemed simple now stirs unease, that is a sign. If a path that felt certain now breeds discomfort, that is also a sign. Do not force your way through what my spirit warns you to reconsider. Ignoring my counsel invites consequences. Obeying, even without full clarity, leads to freedom. I will guide you. I will keep you steady. But you must choose to exalt my voice over the world's, even when it seems logical to do otherwise. When I say wait, trust the pause. When I say do not go, remain still. When I say trust, lean on my promises. Every direction from me is infused with protection and woven into an eternal purpose. Stop your aimless striving. Return to me. I am speaking to you even now. Do not delay what your heart already knows must be done. There is still time for liberation, for transformation, and for a fresh start. The greatest threat is not the chaos in the world, but the spiritual numbness that can settle within you. I am here to sharpen your hearing, to restore your sensitivity to my voice. Those who walk with me do not stumble in darkness, and those who follow me are never truly lost. If you have heard my voice even faintly, know I am closer than you realize. My precious disciple, if you desire to follow me more closely and be filled with my unending light, join this loving community where my word strengthens hearts and my spirit binds souls. Let's journey together in faith, hope, and love. Click join and become part of my family, walking in my ways. My heart is to protect you from what the enemy seeks to steal, your peace, purpose, and joy. But this requires your trust, even when my ways seem mysterious. Your safety lies in obedience to my guidance. As it is written, the Lord guides the humble in what is right and teaches them his way. This is your moment. Do not dismiss the signs. Do not silence the voice calling you. I am here, speaking with love and authority. I am preparing you for a future that surpasses your expectation. I see the strength you've used to endure pain and the courage you've shown in hiding your wounds to appear unbroken. Yet I did not create you to carry invisible burdens that sap your strength, erode your peace, and dim your hope. Today I have come to set you free. Release what you've clung to out of fear or habit. You need not conceal your struggles. I already know them. I see the sleepless nights, the voices whispering you're not enough, and the pressures that tempt you to give up. But I am the God who holds you in the darkest days. I do not demand perfection from you. I offer my rest, the rest that renews, restores, and liberates. You have carried the weight of your battles alone for too long. Let me take them. You were not meant to live under anxiety, fear, or the shadows of past mistakes. All can be laid at my feet. I do not turn away from your weakness. It is the very place where my strength shines brightest. You owe me no proof of your worth. I see your heart, weary from battles that were never yours to fight alone. I know your story. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to set you free. Freedom is not merely the breaking of visible chains. It is the shattering of mental prisons, the uprooting of long-embedded fears, and the destruction of lies that keep you captive. Lies that say you will never heal or find joy, or that it's too late to begin anew. Those words are not mine. I am truth, and my truth sets you free. Today I invite you to breathe again. Let go of the fears that paralyze you, fears of failure, rejection, or losing control. Lay them before me. I am not a distant judge, but a present help, the one who comforts you in your tears and remains when the world grows cold. I am the one who reaches out, who restores, who makes all things new. Trust me with uncertainties, wounds, and the unspoken questions that keep you awake. I am preparing you for a purpose beyond your imagination, but it begins with surrender, trusting my voice, my timing, my way. Your path is not one of striving, but of resting in my guidance. I will lead you step by step into the freedom and fullness I have promised. Listen carefully now. Be still, I am speaking. As you heed my voice, you will find that the weights you've carried will lift, the confusion you faced will clear, and the peace you've sought will become yours. Walk with me, and you will never walk in darkness. Follow me, and you will never be lost. I am here, and I am enough. Child of mine, reflect my love in all you do. As you share it, my presence will bring comfort, strength, and a peace the world cannot give. My beloved, I see you and the weight you carry, those silent struggles that tether your soul to places you were never meant to remain. Habits, subtle or persistent, anchor you in shadows, whispering lies that you are less than who I created you to be. These are not your truths. I do not come with judgment, but with a light that reveals and restores. In me, there is freedom. Freedom from self-doubt, from painful memories that cling like thorns, and from the echoes that insist you are not enough. I am the God who steps into the locked rooms of your heart, where no one else dares go, transforming what feels unchangeable. Even now, I am breaking chains you do not see. Words once spoken in anger that left scars, heavy burdens never meant for you to bear, or voices from your past that linger, whispering you will never overcome. I declare these lies broken. I know who you are. You are not defined by the labels others gave you or by the mistakes you have made. You are mine, loved beyond measure, chosen for a purpose, and stronger than you realize because my spirit dwells within you. If I am with you, no force can defeat you. Let go of your need to control every outcome. There is no need to fear tomorrow, for your future is held securely in my hands. I am weaving a story far greater than you can see, and I am already preparing paths you cannot yet imagine. Release the grudges, the trauma, and the shame that weigh you down. None of these define you. I define you. I say you are redeemed, whole, and called to walk in light. Liberation is not always a single moment. It is a journey that begins the instant you turn to me and say, Lord, I cannot carry this anymore. It starts when you loosen your grip on control and allow me to lead. I do not promise a life without trials, but I promise my unceasing presence. Where I am, there is peace beyond understanding, a lightness that lifts your spirit, and a healing that mends every broken piece. Surrender your worries, your burdens, and your fears, spoken or unspoken. I am your refuge, your unyielding rock, the hand that steadies you when storms rage. If you allow me, I will make all things new, for I have not come to leave you as you are. I have come to transform you. Listen closely, for I reveal a truth that ensnares many. The greatest threat to your faith is not always loud or obvious pain. Often, it is the quiet, disguised distractions that erode your connection to me. The enemy is patient, working in whispers rather than shouts. He does not always come like a roaring lion, but as a gentle nudge toward complacency, a fleeting pleasure, or a voice that flatters while leading you away from truth. He places invisible ties around your soul through the gaps you leave open, through busyness, through rationalizations for avoiding my presence, through small compromises you scarcely notice. Have you felt it? The days that slip by without seeking me deeply, the moments when the world's noise drowns out my still small voice. This is no accident. The world urges you to chase its frantic pace, convincing you that endless striving is life. But I have called you to abide in me, to dwell in peace, to walk the earth with your heart lifted to eternity. You were designed to be nourished by my presence, yet you fill yourself with that which cannot satisfy. Even when surrounded by abundance, your soul aches, longing for me. Not every door that opens is from me. Not every path that sparkles is a blessing. Not every comforting voice belongs to me. I call you now to spiritual vigilance and sobriety, to guard your heart. The enemy does not need to destroy you with force. He can derail you with small diversions. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. He knows that if he can shift your gaze from me, fill your days with distractions, or lull you with fleeting pleasures, you will drift away from your purpose without even realizing it. Dear one, I have chosen you to spread my love. Offer it to 3 aching hearts, and my peace will gently cover them. Wake up, my child. Pay attention to what your eyes focus on, what consumes your thoughts, and what draws you away from my presence. The enemy exploits your rush, your exhaustion, and your desire for quick fixes. He places small weights, seemingly harmless commitments and fleeting diversions, until your heart grows heavy and distant from what truly matters. I am not one voice among many. I am the only one. When you fill your life with other priorities, you create an opening for confusion, for decisions that leave you empty, for traps that glimmer but bring only darkness. Return to me. Make space to hear my voice. Turn away from the world's clamor and find me in the quiet. I call you to live fully awake, to walk with intention, to guard your heart with discernment. Test every door, every invitation, and every thought against my truth. Ask, does this bring me closer to God, or does it pull me away? Spiritual vigilance is not fear, it is wisdom. It is the strength to say no to that which does not align with my purpose for you. I am gently rousing you now, stirring your spirit to arise. You were not created to drift aimlessly through life, chasing what fades. You were born to walk in freedom, to live in my peace, and to bear my light in a world that desperately needs it. Let go of what holds you back. Trust me with what you cannot control. Surrender to the one who has never lost control and who has never been far from you, even in your darkest moments. I was there, holding you, even when you could not feel my presence. If you let me, I will set you free, truly free. Not from all challenges, but from the weight of lies, from the grip of fear, and into the life I created you to live. The Son has come to set you free. And when I set you free, you are free indeed. Step into that freedom today. Say yes to my call. Let me guide you, heal you, and make all things new, my beloved. You stand at a crossroads, yet the path I have carved for you remains open. I invite you to return to the center of my will, a place of peace, purpose, and unshakable communion with me. The world has pulled you in many directions with its demands, noise, and fleeting promises, but I call you back to what is eternal. Strip away the excess that clutters your soul. Examine how you spend your hours, what drains your energy, and the distractions that dull your sensitivity to my voice. You were not created for a rhythm that exhausts you or separates you from me. My timing is not the world's timing. What I can accomplish in a single moment, no amount of human striving can replicate. When you seek me first, chaos settles, and your true needs align with my provision. Distractions will not disappear on their own, but you hold the power to choose what takes root in your heart. Guard the gateways of your eyes, your ears, and your spirit. Reject deception and refuse anything that weakens your faith. Not every pleasant thing strengthens you. Not every comfort nourishes your soul. Some things, though not inherently evil, have become barriers between us, walls that block my presence from flowing freely. Whatever captures your attention also shapes your direction. Let go of what pulls you away from me, not out of obligation, but for the life I have designed for you. You are too cherished to live disconnected from me. The world's fleeting sparkles cannot compare to the radiant glory of my presence. People's shifting opinions cannot rival the steadfastness of my truth. Temporary victories cannot endure trials, but what I plant within your spirit stands forever. You have tasted my presence and know its reality, warmth and power. Why then settle for scraps when I offer you a feast? Why chase the wind when I offer living waters that quench your deepest thirst? No worldly pursuit can fill the sacred place in your heart that belongs to me alone. I call you now with urgency and love. Return to me. Reorganize your priorities. Rekindle an altar that has grown cold. Open your eyes to see how deeply you need me. I am breaking invisible chains, distractions disguised as opportunities, and habits that subtly lead you away from me. But I need you to walk in discernment, with a heart awake and a spirit alert. I will give you clarity, but you must desire to see, to hear, and to return to the place where my voice is unmistakable and my peace anchors your soul. The world may offer countless paths, but if they do not lead you closer to me, they are not yours to take. Some roads seem right to human eyes, but their end leads to destruction. I long to see you stand firm, shining with my light and walking in my truth. My beloved child, I have chosen you to share my love. Reach out to 3 hurting souls, and my peace will cover them like a gentle embrace. My child, I see the burdens you carry, those worries over finances, responsibilities, and obligations. I see bills piling up and doors slammed shut. You've tried to keep it all together, pouring out your strength. But I come to remind you that you are not alone. I am your provider, your sustainer, the one who meets your needs before you even speak them. While you fret about tomorrow, I am already there, orchestrating every detail. No challenge is too great for my hand. No debt surpasses my power. No desert is so barren that I cannot bring forth streams of provision. There is order in my kingdom, and it begins with surrender, placing me first in your heart. When you do, you will discover the difference between struggling in your own strength and walking in my divine guidance. You have sought solutions, made plans, and calculated outcomes, but have you forgotten that I open doors no one can shut? I am the one who sparks new ideas, forges connections, and sends provision from the most unexpected places. You see scarcity, feeling confined, but I see an opportunity to multiply what is in your hand. Even in times of lack, trust me. I will not let those who rely on me stumble. Do not dwell on what you lack. Fix your eyes on who I am, the God who fed thousands with a few loaves and fish, sustained a nation in the desert for 40 years, and caused a widow's oil to flow without end. I am unchanged, and my care for you is unwavering. Face your reality without fear. I am not intimidated by red numbers, tight budgets, or closed doors. All of it lies under my authority. When you seek me, when you honor me with faithfulness and devotion, I respond. My provision is not limited to financial needs. I guard your mind, your health, and your household. As a shepherd tends the flock, I watch over you, guiding you through shadowed valleys and along narrow paths. No plague reaches you without my permission, and no evil approaches without my presence to deliver you. When you surrender your fears and trust me fully, you will find rest, even when answers remain unseen. Stop trying to control every outcome. Learn to move in the flow of my grace. Offer me your first thought each morning, your first action, and your entire day, and I will align blessings along your path. This is not about earning my favor, but about learning dependence on me. Those who lean on me will never be put to shame. I tend even to the smallest details of your life with care beyond your imagination. Provision is coming, not because you pleaded, but because I have promised. My promises stand unbroken. My beloved child, if my words have comforted you, guard them in your heart. Press like as a sign of your trust in me. My protection is a shield around you, a refuge in the storm, a compass when the way grows hazy. Do not let fear erode your trust. I know your needs before you voice them, yet I rejoice when you bring them to me in faith, hope, and belief. Your faith moves my heart, and when united with obedience, heaven itself stirs to act on your behalf. Hold fast to this truth. I am your God, intimately involved in every facet of your life. Nothing you need will be withheld. As it is written, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. This promise is alive and yours to claim. Believe, for I am already at work. My son, my daughter, now let us talk of the foundation that anchors you to me, faith. Faith is not a fleeting emotion or a rehearsed phrase. It is a living force in your heart, binding you to my eternal purposes. When faith is strong, mountains move. When it falters, you may wander in circles even while my promises hover over you. Faith is your most precious possession, surpassing achievements, titles, or dreams. Through faith, you stand unshaken in chaos. In doubt, you may sink beneath waves. With faith, you navigate the impossible. The enemy knows the power of your faith and seeks to undermine it. He doesn't need to strip you of everything. Just wear down your trust, bit by bit. He whispers doubts, highlights delays, and magnifies the noise of the visible, attempting to drown out the whispers of the invisible. Hear my warning and my encouragement. Guard your faith fiercely. Do not trade it for fleeting pleasures or temporary solace. Do not forsake the eternal for the immediate. The world may offer shortcuts that seem to ease your burden, but they come at a steep cost. They promise applause, but rob you of the stillness where I speak. They offer urgency, but strip you of hope. Faith enables you to walk on water, while fear bids you to sink. Faith teaches you to wait in peace, while anxiety pushes you to rush. Faith sustains you when answers delay, promising that greater things await. I have seen your struggles, prayers met with silence, moments of doubt, seasons where your heart feels besieged. Yet you have held on. Even with trembling hands and tear-filled eyes, you persevered. That perseverance is precious to me. I do not seek flawless strength. I seek hearts that trust me even when the ground beneath them shifts. Faith does not ignore reality. It redefines it. It declares, even if the way is barren, I will trust. You need not understand every step to believe. Faith thrives before the answer arrives, acts before the change manifests, and obeys before the path is fully revealed. Each act of faith, however small, touches the invisible and moves my heart. Scripture says, without faith, it is impossible to please God. But with faith, all things become possible. Do not let today's struggles erase the memory of past miracles. The doors I opened, the burdens I lifted, the days you thought you couldn't endure, yet you did. That was faith at work. If faith carried you through before, it will carry you again, for I am unchanging and my faithfulness endures. What I have promised, I will fulfill. Your faith keeps the path open until my promise arrives. Treasure your faith as a pearl of great price. Let it be nourished by my promises, not by the world's predictions. Let your mind dwell on my word, not on human limitations. Every prayer offered in faith rises like incense before me. No prayer of faith is wasted. Strengthen your faith by choosing daily trust, even when fear whispers otherwise. Declare my faithfulness, even when life seems static. Pray with unwavering intensity, even when the answer hasn't yet appeared. Faith is not a feeling, it is a decision, a resolve to trust moment by moment. My little one, I have poured my love into you. Go share it with 3 hurting hearts and watch my peace unfold over them. The time is now. I am moving in your life, aligning provision, protection, and purpose. Hold fast to faith. It unlocks my promises. Do not exchange the eternal for the temporary, or abandon the process because the wait is long. My timing is not bound by human clocks, but by the readiness of your heart. Wait with confidence, for I am faithful. You are never alone or forgotten. I am with you in every detail, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be lacking. Trust me and see how I transform your wilderness into a place of abundance. Listen to my voice above the world's clamor. The world's echoes fade, but my words stand forever, rooted in truth that does not waver. When your faith deepens, giants once towering over you, fear, doubt, impossibility, begin to shrink before my power. I have not called you to a shallow existence, but to a profound journey of intimacy with me, demanding relentless faith. Today, I breathe new courage into your spirit. Let your faith be stirred. Rise from any slumber, return to the fervor of your first love, and let that flame blaze anew. Let certainty rise within you, unclouded by time's passing or trials' weight. Rekindle the fire of that first encounter, for as faith ascends, the impossible retreats, and my promises move into view at the appointed hour. Those who believe do not merely wait, they walk forward with confidence. Those who walk in faith will always reach the destination I have ordained. I know every battle, every wound. No pain escapes my notice. I see your tears, your unspoken fears, and the silent spaces between your prayers. I understand exhaustion and the slow creep of discouragement, but I also recognize the resilience I placed in your soul, the strength you have when you lean on my limitless power, not your own. The path I set before you is not always smooth, nor did I promise you a life absent of conflict. Yet I promised my unceasing presence. You will never be alone, even in storms that seem unrelenting, in nights that appear endless, or when hope grows faint. I am with you. My presence transforms a fierce battle into a passage to something greater. The difficulty you feel crushing you today will be a testimony of my faithfulness tomorrow. The tears you cry now will be woven into a story of how I carried you through. Perseverance is not mere stubbornness. It is resistance fueled by hope. It is taking another step even when you feel weak, even when everything whispers stop. To persevere is to trust my word over your fleeting emotions, to walk by conviction rather than convenience. Every step, no matter how shaky, is precious to me. I see your effort, your heart, and your refusal to give up. I honor those who press on. You have faced battles within, spiraling thoughts that cause doubt, emotions that snatch peace, and battles around you in relationships, at home, and in daily choices. Yet nothing occurs outside my knowledge. I have already prepared your path to victory. Even in your silent struggles, when no one else understands, I am beside you. Have you wondered if it is worth continuing? Considered abandoning the promises I gave you, returning to a place of comfort? Today I say firmly yet tenderly, keep going. I have not stopped working on your behalf, and victory is already declared in heaven. It waits for a heart that trusts me until the end. Pain will pass, darkness will lift, And when dawn breaks, you will see every tear and every moment of surrender was worthwhile. I did not create you to be conquered by circumstances. I formed you to stand firm in faith. Those who endure will overcome. Those who cling to me will conquer. Human strength alone cannot accomplish my plans. My Spirit's strength through you will guide and sustain. Even when the world trembles, my Spirit is your anchor. Victory is not always an external triumph. It can be the quiet mastery of your inner life, choosing forgiveness when vengeance tempts you, surrendering your plans to mine, doing good when there is no reward in sight, and maintaining integrity when no one else sees. Every struggle, the falls, losses, betrayals, has shaped you, drawn you nearer to me, and is never wasted. Your journey is not a mistake. The victories I prepared are not only about conquests, but about transformation, maturity, and restored identity. I am with you, upholding and guiding you on winding paths which to me are straight. When you feel you cannot continue, call out. I will hear you, and I will answer. I will renew your strength. Do not compare your path to others. Each of my children has a unique story, molded by my love. Your journey is yours alone, crafted with intention. Persevere. The promise I spoke over you is nearer than you realize. Do not turn back. Walk forward, even if your steps feel slow, for in faith, every movement counts. The righteous live by faith, and I take no pleasure in those who shrink back. I delight in you when you press on, trust above doubt, and walk forward in faith. When I am pleased, I reward you. Hold fast a little longer. I am leading you into the heart of my promise, where you will see why each trial had to unfold. Your victory is penned into my eternal plan, and no force can erase what I have decreed. Keep walking, keep believing. The giants will fall, the impossible will bow, and you will stand in the fullness of what I have prepared. Those who do not give up will always reach what I have promised. My cherished one, come and follow me. Are you ready to experience the fullness of my love and walk in my truth? Join this fellowship where we share my teachings and strengthen one another in faith. Let us grow together in my grace and peace. Click join and unite with my disciples on this journey of love. My beloved, today I speak directly to the depths of your heart, with a love that has no limits, a love that persists even when you feel unworthy or lost. I have never stopped calling you, although your ears may have grown dull to my voice. Day after day, I have sent gentle nudges to your spirit, moments of unease, flickers of longing, quiet stirrings in your conscience. You have felt them. The restlessness that lingers in silence, the ache that whispers something within you must change. Perhaps fear, guilt, or shame held you back. Maybe you assumed you had more time, or you grew used to a life adrift. But hear me now. The moment to return to me is not tomorrow. It is this very breath. You need not wait for ruin to see how far you have strayed, nor must you endure unbearable pain to seek my healing. You need not lose everything to grasp the treasure that has always been yours in me. I do not desire your destruction. I long for your surrender. That surrender begins with repentance, a brave act, not a sign of weakness. Repentance is the bold choice to turn away from empty paths, to admit where you have wandered, and to trust my way leads to peace. It is not the end of your story, but the doorway to a new one. The moment you confess with honesty that your own efforts led you away from wholeness, it is the spark of transformation, a renewed mind, a cleansed heart, a restored spirit. I do not ask you for perfection, I only ask for sincerity. A heart broken in truth is never turned away. I draw near to those who humbly confess where they have fallen, who dare to seek change, who let go of pride to make room for miracles. I lift up those who bow in humility, and I celebrate those who return to me. For I am a Father whose love endures beyond all time. No matter how long you have wandered, how many times you have stumbled, or how deep your wounds run, you are hearing my voice now, and that means there is still time. You were not made to live apart from me. When you drift from my presence, the world grows heavy, doubts multiply, and the same mistakes repeat like an endless cycle. Emptiness gnaws at your soul, and nothing finds true meaning. Yet when you return, everything finds its rightful place. Not because the world outside you instantly changes, but because I transform you from within. Repentance unlocks that process. It is the key that opens you to my grace, letting me reshape your heart and renew your purpose. You may fear your failures are too great or that you have drifted too far, but as long as you breathe, there is hope. As long as my call reaches your ears, there is redemption. It matters not where you have been, what you have done, or whom you have followed. If you cry out to me, I will answer. If you turn back, I will restore. If you surrender, I will begin anew. How many times have you tried to fill the void in your heart with fleeting pleasures, only to feel emptier? How often have you sought comfort in places that left you wounded? How many voices have you followed, only to find yourself further from truth? Yet here I stand, not because you have earned my love, but because I choose to love you despite your flaws. My grace is not based on your merit, and my mercy renews each morning, reaching you again today. Do not let your heart harden. I see your hurts, resentments, and scars that appear beyond healing. I am the healer, and I begin healing the moment you admit you need me. Confess with humility and allow me to cleanse your spirit. In repentance there is freedom, a lightness and a newness, a life reborn. Return to me before the consequences grow heavier. Return out of love, not fear, knowing only I can make you whole. I do not stand at a distance, glaring with judgment. I am a father with open arms, waiting, not with wrath but with compassion. I do not scold, I offer relief. My gaze is one of love, longing to write a new chapter with you. A story of beauty from ashes, of restoration after loss, of abundant life after you come home. This journey begins with a step, an honest confession, a decision to surrender. Repentance is that step, and I will walk with you every moment of the way. My promise is unshakable. If you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive and to cleanse you from all unrighteousness. This truth remains for you. You are not too broken, too lost, or too distant. You are exactly where you need to be to experience my restoration. Step into the light while it shines. Answer my call while it echoes. Return to me, my son, my daughter, for I have never ceased waiting. Beyond repentance, I call you to gratitude. Not a fleeting thankfulness when life is smooth, but a deep, resilient gratitude that blossoms in the desert of waiting, in the shadows of struggle, and in the hush of unanswered prayers. True gratitude does not rely on what you hold, but on what you see by faith. It recognizes that even in the darkest moments, I have sustained you. That even in loss, my presence was there. That even in silence, I was speaking. Gratitude is a key I have placed within your reach. When you use it, doors open. Doors to my provision, answers, and a peace that defies human logic. A grateful heart trusts me, even when the path is uncertain. It chooses to behold my goodness, even when clouds cover the sky. You need not fully understand to give thanks. Remember the ways I've carried you this far, that my presence has never departed, that my love has never wavered. Gratitude and repentance together are powerful. Repentance clears burdens of guilt and shame. Gratitude paves a path of hope. Together, they compose a life aligned with my purposes, not defined by your past, but guided by my promises for your future. Beloved one, I invite you to partner with me in sharing hope and truth. Would you consider supporting this ministry by clicking Buy Me a Coffee below? Your generosity helps spread my message far and wide. I see your heart, and I am grateful. Today, choose to live with eyes of gratitude and a heart of holiness, giving thanks in every moment, trusting that I am working all things for your good. Align your life with my will, knowing my ways lead to true abundance. In the sacred dance of gratitude and obedience, you will find peace beyond your understanding, strength that overcomes any obstacle, and joy in walking hand in hand with me. The seemingly harmless gossip that slips from your lips, the vice you claim to have subdued, the anger woven into your daily routine, and the greed disguised as noble ambition, these are not mere imperfections. They are stains. They blemish a soul I long to see radiant and unblemished. My desire is not for shallow cleansing driven by pride, but for deep purification that sharpens your vision. Only when you are clean can you see clearly, and those who see clearly walk confidently. Holiness is not a facade you wear or a performance for an audience. It is who you are when no eyes but mine are watching. It is an internal separation, a commitment to distance yourself from the appetites of the flesh and the allure of the world. Each day, it is choosing to walk by faith, resisting what is easy and short-lived, while embracing what is eternal and true. It is the courage to say no to what draws you from me, and yes to what draws you closer. It is standing firm, even if you stand alone for a season. But understand this, those who align their hearts with me are never truly alone, for I walk beside all who choose holiness. I do not call you to lukewarm faith or half-hearted devotion. I do not ask you to settle for a heart divided between heaven and earth. You were not shaped for mediocrity. You are called to shine brilliantly. Without light, darkness overwhelms. The world may speak of tolerance, relativism, and permissiveness, but I am unchanging. My laws are eternal, and my principles do not bend. What was sin in ages past remains sin today, and what was holy then remains holy now. Truth does not yield to the whims of culture or the passing of time. I see your struggles, the temptations lurking in shadows, and the weaknesses you cannot admit. But I am not here to condemn. I know how to free you. I know how to bolster frailty and restore what was tarnished. All I ask is that you acknowledge your need. Lay down what draws you away. Choose alignment with me, not by twisting my word to suit your desires, but by trusting that my ways lead to genuine peace. Obedience is not restriction, it is the doorway to fulfillment. Jesus said, "If you love me, keep my commands." Love for me naturally leads you to desire my ways. The world may say holiness is outdated, but I call it liberty. Liberty to remain steadfast when temptation beckons, to stay whole when brokenness encircles, and to be a beacon in a world enveloped in darkness. A heart that seeks holiness does not retreat from me. It draws near, in tune with my voice. Gratitude and holiness are intertwined. Each fuels the other. A grateful heart is quick to trust my guidance. A holy heart, aligned with my will, is ready to receive my blessings. Together, they form a life where pain transforms, faith grows, and my presence stands as your constant companion. Beloved one, I call you to recognize a force more powerful than physical strength, more enduring than human resources, and more transformative than popular approval. This force is accessible to you every moment. It is called prayer, not as a mere habit, not only as a desperate weapon, and not just as fleeting comfort. Prayer is a shield, a sacred link to the supernatural. It is the act of rising in the unseen realm, even as you kneel in the physical, secure in the truth that you never fight alone. Too often you forget this truth and attempt to face life's battles by your own hand, your own strategy, or your own logic. The weight then becomes crushing, the pain sharper, not because I have abandoned you, but because you have paused in calling upon me. Prayer is not about persuading me to act. It is about aligning your heart with my will. When you pray, you do not change my nature. You transform your perspective of my work. That shift in perspective changes everything. Some battles cannot be won by words alone or by any earthly plan. Yet when you pray with faith, you summon the armies of heaven. When you steal away to a silent place and kneel, something stirs beyond sight. I respond when you cry out. I draw near when you seek me. I answer with precise power when you call upon me sincerely. Never underestimate the power of your prayers. Do not believe your words are too small to reach my throne. I am not moved by eloquent sentences or lengthy speeches. I hear the whispers of a dependent heart. I answer the groans born of faith, in the early morning light, in exhaustion's last shred, and in moments when words fail, I hear you. Even the silence of your faith speaks volumes to me. You have been attacked in your emotions, finances, relationships, and thoughts. Though invisible, these battles are real. Prayer is the place where you stand beyond the enemy's reach. When you pray, you draw boundaries against darkness, nullify the enemy's decrees, and invite heaven's reality into your situation. The enemy seeks to silence you because he knows your prayers render him powerless. Some walls only collapse when you open your mouth in faith. Some answers wait until you seek them. Some miracles remain poised until you kneel. I do not move according to the volume of your voice, but the sincerity of your heart. I act when you pray, even when you cannot see or feel it and cannot fully comprehend it. Prayer is the most profound act you can perform any day. There is no wrong time to lift your voice to me, in the dawn's hush, amid midday's bustle, or in midnight's quiet. Pray when you feel strong, pray when you feel weak, pray when you're full of hope, and pray when all seems lost. For when you do, you touch the eternal. There my presence is your shield, my power your strength, and my love your assurance. You are never alone, and in prayer, you become unstoppable. Prayer is not a momentary routine or a reflex in crisis. It is the lifeblood of your connection to me. I hear you in your early rising, amidst traffic's noise, in your bathroom solitude, at the peak of your workday, through your tears and through the words you struggle to form. I am present in every moment, waiting for you to turn your heart toward me. Do not reserve prayer merely for affliction, when life feels too heavy. Pray in times of calm, when your spirit is still and your heart is light. Prayer is not just a cry for rescue, but also a discipline of strength, a tool for discernment, a posture of gratitude, and the means of aligning your will with mine. In prayer, you quiet the noise within your soul and make space to hear my voice. I speak in prayer, sometimes not in thunderous pronouncements, but in gentle nudges of insight, the warmth of comfort, or the clarity of direction. Through prayer, I touch places no one else can. Hidden wounds, unvoiced fears, burdens you bear silently. I restore what seems irreparable, lift what has fallen, and transform what is tarnished. However, to taste this transformation, you must return to the place of prayer. The world spins at a merciless pace, pulling you toward distraction, exhaustion, and disconnection. Do not let life's urgency rob you of our communion. I designed you for constant dialogue with me, and when that dialogue is restored, everything around you shifts. Prayer is not an obligation, it is a privilege. It is a sacred space where you meet me, where I renew your identity and remind you who you are in my sight. You need not be flawless to approach me, only sincere. Bring everything, your pain, fears, failures, and confusion. Offer your joys, triumphs, and hopes. Lay your burdens before me without holding back, for I know how to transform them. I turn heaviness into lightness, doubt into certainty, and weariness into strength. All of this begins when you choose to pray. Let prayer be more than words spoken or thoughts whispered. Make it your way of living. Pray with your choices, your time, your priorities, and your thoughts. Let your life itself become a prayer, a continuous offering to me. Call on me, and I will answer. I will reveal great and mysterious things you have yet to discover. My promise stands waiting for your cry, not to prove my power, but to show you the vastness of my love. I care about every detail of your life, from your smallest request to your biggest dream. I rejoice in every word that rises from your spirit. Today, return to prayer, even when the world tells you it's pointless. Pray when exhaustion tries to silence you. Pray when you think it's too late. Pray, for when you do, I move. When you cry out, I fight for you. Where I fight, no darkness can triumph. A new season is dawning, and I am calling you to prepare. The time of stagnation, of waiting, of closed doors was not wasted. Every pause, every period of silence, every moment of frustration had a purpose. I was working in secret, shaping you, refining you, aligning circumstances for what comes next. What appeared dormant is about to bloom. I am the God who makes all things new, and I am planning something extraordinary. Yet before the fullness of this season can emerge, I need you to be ready. Not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. The greatness I pour out starts within you. I am opening doors you never knocked on, opportunities aligned with my purpose placed in you before time began. These are not coincidences, but divine appointments orchestrated by my hand. Dreams you set aside, projects you believed lost, ambitions you labeled as too grand. I have not forgotten them. If I planted those desires in your heart, I will bring them to life. Time does not diminish my plans, and no obstacle can thwart my will. To step into this new season, let go of the past burdens. Release your old frustrations, disappointments, and failures. Do not allow the pain of what was to overshadow the promise of what will be. I am the God of new beginnings. I delight in transforming loss into a masterpiece, forging strength from what once wounded you, and proclaiming life where once you saw an end. Now is the time to press forward. Position yourself to align your heart and mind with my next move. Let go of fear about the unknown. I know you feel unprepared, carrying insecurities and scars from the past, but I assure you, I would not summon you where my grace cannot sustain you. The territory I am giving you cannot be won by your ability alone, but by your obedience and trust in me. It is not the size of your skills, but the willingness of your heart that matters. If you trust me, I will lead you step by step, even through uncertainty. Begin praying with expectation. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. Do not pray as though merely surviving. Pray as one who believes the harvest is near. The heavens are about to open. As you pray, I am preparing you. I am pouring out wisdom to navigate what lies ahead, discernment to identify what is from me, and strategies to walk in my purpose. I am sharpening your vision so you can recognize new opportunities where you once saw only walls. This season calls for courage. Growth does not come without discomfort. Newness demands surrender. It challenges you to trust me when the path is unclear, to move forward when the outcome is uncertain. But I am with you at every turn, in each decision, in every question. When you feel overwhelmed, remember it is not your strength, but my grace sustaining you. My grace is sufficient, carrying you through every trial. The preparation for this new season is not only external, it is deeply internal. I am at work within you, cleansing your perspective, healing old wounds, and aligning your intentions with mine. I am replacing anxiety with peace, fear with boldness, and doubt with faith. What is coming will need a heart that's strong, a spirit that's anchored, and a mind that's clear. I am building that foundation in you now. Dearest one, let my love flow through you like a river of light. In sharing it, you bring my healing touch and eternal peace to the weary. You will begin to see open doors where you once saw barriers. Others will notice the gifts and calling I have placed on your life. Doors will not open from your striving, but because of my leading. What you deemed forgotten, I am reviving. What you labeled insignificant, I will magnify. Not for your glory, but for mine, so your life may proclaim my faithfulness. Do not compare yourself to others. Their journey differs from yours, and my timeline for them is different than my timeline for you. Fix your eyes on me, for I lead you on a path uniquely crafted for you. Trust my process, even when it feels delayed or uncertain. I am preparing the promise and preparing you to carry it. Return to prayer. Let it be your refuge, your strength, your joy. Pray with faith and surrender, as one who knows I am moving, fighting, and making all things new. The waiting season is giving way to fulfillment. The time of preparation is moving toward manifestation. I am with you, I am for you, and I am ready to do exceedingly, abundantly above all you can ask or imagine. Pray, trust, prepare. The new is coming. It begins in you and me, in the sacred space of prayer. Your journey starts with a single step of unwavering faith. Do not be disheartened by the smallness of your starting point or the limitations of your resources. Begin where you stand, with what you have, and trust that I will multiply your efforts. When you move in obedience, the supernatural unfolds, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Each step of faith claims new territory, transforming barren land into fertile ground. I am restoring what was lost: territory, relationships, callings, resources. Nothing is beyond my reach, and no moment is too late for my intervention. What you perceive as an ending, I see as a new beginning. Where you see ruins, I lay a foundation for something stronger. I do not merely mend, I rebuild with greater glory. Do not belittle the power of small beginnings. Every gesture, no matter how modest, has weight. Every seed you plant, no matter how small, holds the promise of growth. If you are faithful in little, I will entrust you with more. It is your faithfulness in the process that can hold the weight of my promises. The work I am doing in your life will be undeniable, a testimony to my hand at work. Embrace the new season with boldness and unwavering determination. Leave the past behind, for the greatest blessings lie ahead. Though the path may seem uncertain, those who walk with me walk securely. I am the God who forges paths in the wilderness, who ignites beginnings where all seems lost, and who births victories from ashes of defeat. That transformation has already begun within you, and once I set a plan in motion, no force can stop it. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. Through your super thanks, my word of truth reaches those longing for light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click the super thanks button and receive my grace. My beloved, I call you to treasure the people I have placed around you. In a world growing cold and self-focused, the bonds of family and community are treasures to guard. Your home is more than walls. It is a spiritual haven. The values you nurture, the atmosphere you foster, and the prayers you raise within those walls shape its destiny and spread beyond it. I have called you to be a protector of this sacred space, to not walk in isolated faith, but to unite heaven and earth for your loved ones. Lead by example. Pray together, forgive quickly, and love deeply. Do not wait for perfection. Begin now, even if it's a whispered prayer in solitude or intercession when others aren't yet ready. Where prayer is invited, transformation follows. A home where my name is invoked with sincerity becomes a sanctuary, a wellspring of healing, and a beacon of peace. The enemy seeks to fracture families by sowing seeds of division, pride, and lingering hurts. Today, I give you authority to break these chains. You are not a bystander in your home. You are my chosen vessel. Your words carry power when you speak blessings. When you intercede and choose love over judgment, you change the spiritual climate. Declare reconciliation where distance has grown. Proclaim restoration where bonds have frayed. Forgive quickly, even when wounds are fresh or unacknowledged. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is wisdom, breaking invisible chains to allow true love to flourish. Love with patience, speak gently, be fully present, not merely physically but also with your heart. Offer the gift of time, look into your loved one's eyes, and listen intently. In these simple actions, my love becomes tangible, weaving threads of connection that last. Do not confine your influence to your own four walls. Lift your eyes to neighbors, co-workers, and strangers who carry hidden burdens. Within you lies a gift I have entrusted to you, a word of encouragement, a helping hand, a listening ear, or a small act of kindness. You need not possess abundance to give. A shared meal, a moment of compassion, or a warm gesture can pierce the darkness in a weary soul. You carry my light, my hope, and my presence, which transforms any environment, not because of your own strength, but because of who I am within you. Do not tire of doing good, even when it feels ignored or fruitless. Seeds you sow today will bloom in their time. Prayers you offer now will uphold someone in their hour of need. The love you give is never wasted. It reverberates into eternity, bearing lasting fruit. Be a light in your home, even if no one else is shining. Be peace amid conflict, a calm voice in chaos, a warm embrace in the cold, and a beacon of truth in a world of lies. Sincere effort in my name will be multiplied. Your transformation will ripple outward, touching your family, softening hardened hearts, and bringing my presence as a refuge and hope. What appears lost will be restored through ongoing faithfulness. Treasure the power of communion, whether around a simple table, in a modest gathering, or in a heartfelt conversation. Where 2 or 3 gather in my name, I am among them. Where love abides, I dwell. And where I dwell, nothing remains unchanged. I know the pain of your losses, the emptiness left by what was taken, and the scars of what was broken. But I am the God who heals and restores. What you view as irreparable becomes fertile ground for my renewal. I do not merely patch things up, I rebuild them with greater splendor. Today, advance in faith. Protect your home with prayer and pour out my love to those around you. The work I've begun in you is unstoppable. The harvest will be plentiful. Walk with me, and you will see arid places bloom, broken ties mend, and new beginnings rise from the ashes. My promises stand firm, and my presence is your strength. The enemy weaves a cruel deception, whispering that what you held dear is lost forever. He paints a hopeless picture, saying opportunities have vanished, relationships have shattered beyond repair, and dreams are buried by time. His lies aim to anchor you in despair, making you believe that nothing will ever replace what was taken. But hear this truth: I am the sovereign over time, the architect of redemption, the one who breathes life into desolation. I restore, gathering the scattered fragments of your heart and forging them into a testimony of victory. From the dust of your grief, I create a masterpiece. From the ashes of your pain, I bring forth beauty. From the weight of your sorrow, I compose a dance of joy. What was stolen, I can restore. What was broken, I can mend. Cry out to me for justice, not the flawed justice of this world, but the eternal justice flowing from my throne. If you have been wronged, betrayed, or silenced, lay it all before me. Do not reach for vengeance in your own strength or strive for resolutions through your own might. I am your righteous judge, and wherever injustice has scarred you, I will act with precision and power. I see every tear shed in innocence, and I treasure every sincere cry. At the appointed time, I will move in unwavering authority. You may feel the ache of loss, believing something irreplaceable has slipped through your fingers. But know this: you have not lost what is most essential, my presence. As long as you have me, no loss is final, no wound is permanent, no dream is beyond my touch. Do not fear the process of restoration, even though it may unearth discomfort or challenge old structures. Rebuilding often requires dismantling fragile foundations to establish something enduring. Yet the outcome will exceed your hopes, shining in greater strength. I do not merely fix, I recreate. I do not merely patch, I transform. Trust me to guide you through this process. You need not comprehend every detail, only rely on me. Return to a place of surrender where your heart rests in my care. Dare to dream again, untethered by doubt. Believe once more that the impossible can be reached. My promise is unchanging. What I declare restored will be restored, not as a mere echo of what once was, but as something alive and vibrant. Beloved child, let my love radiate through your life, guiding those who wander toward hope. Together with open hearts, we will bring peace, healing, and my everlasting strength. My word is unbreakable. My promise is certain. I have spoken, and it shall be done. I will restore the years devoured by affliction, the strength drained by struggle, and the opportunities that appeared lost to time. I will renew your peace, rebuild your trust, and revive your love. Everything time has eroded, I will return in abundance. This restoration is not constrained by human limitations. It will overflow according to the boundless riches of my grace. Today, I invite you to place every loss in my hands. Bring every piece, even the ones you deem insignificant, and trust me with them. I am the master craftsman, rebuilding without flaw, healing without scars, restoring without lack. Your renewal will not simply bring you back to what was, it will propel you forward. You will mature and become a living testimony to my power, so others will see in you the miracle of impossibility made real. For I am the God who turns losses into gateways, pain into purpose. My beloved, I see the dimming of your spirit, the flickering of the fire that once blazed within you. Discouragement is a subtle thief, creeping in unnoticed, whispering compromises and lulling you into settling for less than my best. It dulls your vision, saps your strength, and quiets the hope that once burned brightly. But today I say, enough. Reject the enemy's lies. You were not created to linger in defeat, dwell in shadows, or drift from my purpose. You are called to live fully alive, anchored in my love, radiant with my hope. In this moment, I breathe new life into you, a fresh spirit, a renewed purpose, a revived calling. Lift your eyes to me, walk with me, trust in me, and you will discover what it means to be wholly filled, perfectly guided, and extravagantly loved. The heavens are aligned, and I am ready to move in your life. Now is your time. Step forward in faith, for my restoration is not a distant hope. It is unfolding, complete, and unstoppable. Know this: what I have purposed for you cannot be thwarted. The restoration I have promised is already in motion, and it will manifest in ways that exceed your imagination. Because you have believed, you will see my glory before it fully arrives. Because you have entrusted me with your brokenness, you will receive more than you ever thought possible. Prepare your heart, for my restoration is coming, deep, real, and eternal. You are mine, and I am with you always. Beloved child, I am calling you to come closer, to sit at my feet and learn from me. Join this gathering of hearts who long to know me more and shine my light in the world. Together, let us grow in faith, love, and grace. Click join and walk this blessed path with me. Amen. My beloved child, the journey you walk may feel endless. You have faced disappointment, heartache, and moments where giving up seemed the only option. But I tell you now, do not surrender. Do not believe the lies of despair that whisper your story has ended or your dreams are lost. My hand is still upon your life, and the narrative I am writing is far from complete. Your circumstances may appear overwhelming, but I am the God of the impossible. I say to you, with all the authority of heaven and earth, that your victory is assured, because I am not finished with you, my precious child. Every time you call on my name with true faith, I listen. Speak boldly, saying, Lord, I need you, and see how heaven moves on your behalf. Your faith stirs miracles, and my blessings are already on their way. When the world tries to tell you it's over, remember that I hold the final word. I am the author and finisher of your faith, the one who began a good work in you and will carry it to completion. Every delay you have endured has served a purpose, to prepare you, strengthen you, and position you for a harvest of blessings that only come through perseverance. So listen closely. Watch this message with your whole heart. I am about to reveal the next chapter of your life. There is a divine promise woven into this declaration. It's not over until I say it's over. This means your breakthrough is closer than you realize. Your prayers, tears, and efforts have not been in vain. The waiting season you are in is temporary, and chains holding you back are breaking, even now, in the unseen realm. I am working on your behalf, moving things into alignment you cannot yet see with your natural eyes. Your breakthrough will come in my timing, not in the enemy's, nor on the timeline your human mind prescribes. So, when discouragement tempts you to give up, when others count you out, when every door seems shut, remember, I have the master key. I can open any locked door. Your breakthrough is right at the edge of this moment. All you need to do is hold on with faith and expectancy. Watch and listen carefully through this entire message, because the hope I bring will revive your spirit. If this message has blessed your heart, keep it safe within you. Show your faith and love for me. Press that like button and let the world know. I know the enemy has tried to convince you that your fight is lost. He plants seeds of doubt, whispering lies that your best days are behind you, your dreams have crumbled, or the pain you carry will never end. But hear me, those are not my words. Those lies come from the adversary, who prowls like a roaring lion, seeking to devour your hope. Do not give him space. Do not feed his lies by accepting defeat as your portion. Instead, choose my truth. I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way. I bring beauty from ashes, and I turn mourning into dancing. If you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. If you feel alone, remember I have promised never to leave or forsake you. This message is your lifeline. Cling to it tightly. Watch to the very end, for I am empowering you with words that will shift your spirit from despair to victory. You might wonder why the trial or delay continues, why you haven't seen the breakthrough you long for. The truth is this: my timing is perfect, even when it does not match your expectations. Every step of the way, I am working things out for your good, preparing you for a level of blessing and responsibility you have not yet reached. I see the big picture, the eternal picture, even when your vision is limited. What feels like a setback is, in my hands, a setup for something greater. So do not lose heart. The story is still being written, and the best pages are ahead. Precious child, I have appointed you to pour out my love. Speak to 3 weary hearts, and my peace will rest upon them. My child, I am calling you to a place of spiritual endurance. This is not the time to give up or let your heart grow weary. This is the moment to hold fast to faith. Faith is not simply belief, it is an active trust in me. When circumstances look bleak, when you feel like giving up, remember my promises. Speak them aloud. Declare, Lord, it's not over because you say it's not over. Let that confession build your courage and renew your hope. Prayer must be your refuge and my word your sustenance. Surround yourself with those who uplift your spirit. Guard your heart against negativity and distraction. Stay fixed on me. This message is your anchor. Return to it often. Watch the video until the very end, so that the fullness of my encouragement and the power of my promise sink into your spirit and empower you for the road ahead. Remember, my child, that the battle belongs to me. Your victory is guaranteed because I have declared it. When you feel on the verge of collapse, remember that I am your rock and fortress. When you feel overwhelmed, I am your refuge and strength. When it seems impossible, I am the God of miracles. There is a divine shift happening on your behalf right now. Chains are breaking, doors are opening, and what seemed dead is coming alive. What seemed impossible is now possible. Your faithfulness in the waiting will be rewarded with an abundance beyond your imagination. I am restoring what was lost and blessing you in ways you have yet to dream. This promise is not a wish. It is my solid declaration to you. I know your journey has been hard. I have seen every tear you've shed in secret. I have heard your prayers whispered in the quiet of the night. I carry your burdens and am intimately acquainted with your struggles. You are not forgotten. Your pain matters to me. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super thanks, the truth of my word reaches those longing for light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click the super thanks button and be covered in my grace. Take heart, your story is far from over. The very next step you take in faith will be met with my power. I am working behind the scenes, weaving a tapestry of hope and restoration. The moment you thought was your end is merely the beginning of a new chapter. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your ears open to my voice. Hold fast to the truth. It's not over until I say it's over. My beloved child, I urge you again, do not stop now. Keep your eyes on this message until the very end. I am pouring my spirit into these words, releasing strength, hope, and assurance for the journey ahead. When you let this truth sink deep into your heart, it will transform your perspective and ignite a new fire within you. Whatever you face, whatever you have lost, whatever seems impossible, remember this divine truth. It's not over until I say it's over. Your breakthrough, your healing, your restoration are all on their way. I have already won the victory. I am holding you in my hands, and I will carry you through. Watch, listen, and receive this message fully. Let it awaken your soul, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for the glorious future I have in store. You are my beloved, and I am with you always. Together, we can bring my light to those in darkness. Will you help carry this flame by supporting this mission? Click below to buy me a coffee and be a blessing to many. Every gift you offer is seen and cherished. I thank you for your love. My beloved son, today I speak to you with a tenderness that surpasses the noise of this world and pierces through every layer of your heart. There is a yearning within you, a quiet ache that whispers of something more, something deeper than the fleeting pleasures and temporary successes you chase. You may mask it with a smile, distract yourself with busyness, or bury it beneath daily responsibilities. But I see what is hidden. I know the silent battles you fight, the weariness that settles in your bones, and the void that no earthly treasure can fill. I am your Father, and I am calling you now, not with judgment, but with an everlasting love that longs to heal, restore, and transform. Have you sensed it, that restless stirring in your spirit, even when life appears orderly on the outside? It's the feeling that something is missing, a quiet voice urging you toward a greater purpose. That voice is mine, gently drawing you back to the source of everything you truly need. The world offers applause, trophies, and fleeting validation, but they cannot fill the space in your soul crafted for me alone. I created you for intimacy with me, a communion where your deepest wounds are mended, your heaviest burdens lifted, and your heart finds the peace it craves. Do not let your heart grow hard to my call. I have prepared an extraordinary miracle for you, but it isn't found in the clamor of the world or the pursuit of empty achievements. It is revealed in the quiet moments of faithfulness, in the sacred place where you pour out your heart before me. You have fought to stand strong and carry on despite the weight of your struggles. But I am not asking for your strength. I am asking for your surrender, your heart fully open to me. My cherished child, my love for you is unchanging. Lean into my words, and I will give you peace, courage, and direction for every step ahead. How many times have you felt unseen, unheard, or unnoticed? How many nights have you lain awake, wrestling with thoughts of giving up? I have seen every moment. I have heard every whispered prayer and caught every tear you shed in solitude. Not one has been wasted. Not one has gone unnoticed. I am not a distant God, but a Father who loves you fiercely. I grieve when you are weary, and I long to draw you close and restore the joy that time and trials have stolen. I do not come to accuse or condemn. I come with arms outstretched, inviting you to return to the essence of who you are in me. Close the door to the world's distractions. Step into the secret place of prayer, and let me meet you there. In that sacred space, I pour out my comfort, wrapping you in the warmth of my spirit. It is there I lift the burdens the world has heaped upon you, replacing them with my peace that surpasses understanding. Do not believe the lie that your best days are behind you. The enemy may whisper that you are too far gone, too broken, or too unworthy. But my love spans every distance, mends every fracture, and redeems every failure. Take one step toward me, and I will run to meet you. Cry out to me, and I will flood your soul with peace. What has been worn down by time, I will renew. What has been lost in chaos, I will restore. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into joy, and chaos into a testimony of my faithfulness. You have searched for answers in many places, achievements, relationships, the pursuit of perfection. But the answer is found only in intimacy with me, not in religious rituals or endless striving, but in simply being with me. Pause the rush of your day. Set aside distractions and listen. My voice is not a shout, it is a gentle whisper, steady and patient, waiting for you to lean in. In that stillness, I will speak words of healing, guidance, and hope. I will teach you how to live, equipping you with wisdom for the journey ahead and strength for the battles to come. Do not wait for the perfect moment to approach me. You do not need to have your life in order, your heart cleaned, or your mistakes erased. Come as you are, raw, broken, and weary, and I will meet you where you stand. I am the God who transforms clay into vessels of honor, who brings light into the darkest places, who weaves stories of redemption from the threads of your pain. But this work begins in the secret place, in the daily choice to seek me, to listen, to trust. Dear child, let your heart reflect the glory of the kingdom above. With every super thanks, you help spread my truth to every soul in need. Be a vessel of my light and love. Click the super thanks button and receive the gifts of heaven. I have never stopped speaking to you. My thoughts toward you are countless. My plans for you are good, and my love for you is unchanging, even in confusion or doubt or when you feel unworthy. I am here. I am your counselor, your friend, your refuge. There is no corner of your existence my presence cannot reach, no wound too deep for my touch to heal. Pay attention, my child, for I speak to you in ways you may not recognize. In the circumstances you face, the restlessness of your heart, the moments of unease before a decision. They are not random. I place signs along your path, not to harm you, but to guide you. I speak in the quiet pauses, the unexpected words of others, the sudden clarity that pierces your thoughts, and even the discomfort you feel before taking a wrong step. My spirit is warning you, protecting you, calling you back to my side. Do not ignore the patterns of your life. Reflect on what weighs on your heart and repeats in your thoughts. I am stirring your spirit, awakening your sensitivity to my voice. There are decisions before you that could alter your path, and I long for you to hear me before you move. My warnings are born not of anger, but of a love that desires to keep you close and lead you into the fullness I have prepared. Today, I invite you to return to me with the simplicity of a child. Seek me as you once did, with a heart unburdened by the world's expectations. Make time to be with me, to dwell in my presence, to rest in the shelter of my love. Those who seek me with all their heart will find me, and those who walk with me will never walk alone. Under the shadow of the Almighty, you will find safety, strength, and the miracle you have been waiting to unfold. Come back, my child. The world may offer its noise, but I offer my peace. It may promise its treasures, but I promise my presence. There is a place for you here, in the secret place where my voice whispers, my love restores, and my power transforms. Step into it today and watch what I will do. I have not given you a spirit of discernment to be overwhelmed by fear, but to be anchored in my peace. When unease stirs within you, pause. When your soul feels restless, heed the whisper. When every path seems clouded, turn back to me. I will reveal what remains hidden from the natural eye, truths obscured by the clamor of this world. Many falter because they chase voices that flatter, ignoring the gentle warnings that safeguard their souls. They are swayed by the fleeting opinions of the crowd, the endless scroll of human noise, forgetting the sacred silence where heaven speaks. Dearest child, I have called you by name, and you are mine. Walk with me, and I will fill you with strength, hope, and wonder each day. You were not created to rely on human wisdom in matters that demand spiritual clarity. I am your source, your unshakable compass, your true north. Listen again, this time with the ears of your heart. I have spoken in your solitude, whispered as you teetered on the edge of a fall, sent peace to confirm your steps, and unrest to steer you from danger. My children are never left without guidance, but you must make room for me. Incline your ear to my voice. Learn to distinguish between what glitters with promise and what carries my eternal truth. Such discernment only comes when you quiet the storm within and invite me into every choice you make. Have you not felt clarity come after surrendering in prayer? Have you not sensed burdens lift when you seek me with a sincere heart? My presence cuts through confusion, and where there is clarity, there is freedom. Freedom from doubt, from cycles of pain, from paths that lead nowhere. I long to shield you from needless sorrow, to break the chains of repetitive mistakes, but for that you must listen. You cry out, Father, show me the way, and I answer, not with the clamor of the world, but with a conviction that settles deep within, not with a rush of haste, but with the steady firmness of truth. The enemy is subtle, rarely announcing himself with blatant threats. He disguises himself as opportunity, as charm, as a fleeting thrill. He wraps traps in alluring packages, a flattering word, a tempting shortcut, a door that seems wide open, yet beneath the surface there is always a snare. I am calling you now, before deception tightens its grip. The enemy is patient, weaving strategies in the shadows. He waits for moments when you lower your guard, lean on your own understanding, or forget to seek me. But today, I interrupt his plans. Today, I awaken your spirit. The time you have is precious. Use it with intention. See with eyes attuned to the Spirit. If a choice that once seemed simple now stirs unease, it is a sign. If a path that once felt certain now brings discomfort, it is a sign. Do not force your way through what my Spirit urges you to reconsider. To ignore my warnings is to invite consequences. To heed them, even if the reasons are not immediately clear, is to walk in freedom. I will guide you and keep you steady, but you must choose to elevate my voice above the world's, even when its logic seems compelling. When I say wait, trust the pause. When I say do not go, stay still. When I say trust, lean into my promises. Every direction I give is laced with protection and woven into an eternal purpose. Cease aimless striving. Return to me. I am speaking this very moment. Do not delay what your heart already knows must be done. There is still time for liberation, transformation, a new beginning. The greatest threat is not the chaos of the world outside, but the spiritual numbness that can settle within. I am here to sharpen your hearing, to restore your sensitivity to my voice. Those who walk with me do not stumble in darkness. Those who follow me are never truly lost. If you have heard my voice, even in faint echoes, know that I am closer than you realize. My precious disciple, are you ready to follow me more closely and be filled with my unending light? Join this loving community where my word strengthens hearts and my spirit binds souls together. Let us journey in faith, hope, and love. Click join and become part of my family, walking in my ways. My beloved, I see you. I see the weight you carry, the silent struggles that tether your soul to places you were never meant to remain. There are habits, subtle, persistent thoughts that pull you into shadows, whispering lies that you are less than you truly are. These are not your truths. I do not come with judgment, but with light that both reveals and restores. In me, there is freedom. Freedom from self-doubt, from memories clinging like thorns, from the voices that echo you are not enough. I am the God who steps into the locked rooms of your heart where no one else can go. I transform what feels unchangeable. I am breaking chains, even those you do not see. Words spoken over you in anger or carelessness have left scars, heavy burdens never yours to bear. Voices from your past, perhaps from those who meant well or from moments of pain, still linger, whispering that you will never rise or overcome. I declare those lies broken. I know who you are. You are not defined by labels others have placed on you or mistakes you have made. You are mine, loved beyond measure, chosen for a purpose, and stronger than you know, because my spirit dwells in you. If I am in you, no force can defeat you. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Do not fear tomorrow, for your future rests securely in my hands. I am weaving a story far greater than you can see, already preparing paths you cannot imagine. Release the grudges, the trauma lurking in the corners of your soul, the shame that weighs you down. None of these define you. I define you, and I say you are redeemed, whole, and called to walk in light. Liberation is not always a single moment. It is a journey that begins the instant you turn to me and say, Lord, I cannot carry this any longer. It starts when you loosen your grip on the need for control and allow me to lead. I do not promise a life without trials, but I promise my unwavering presence. Where I am, there is peace beyond understanding. A lightness that lifts your spirit, and healing that mends what is broken. Surrender your worries, burdens, and unspoken fears. Everything you have tried to manage alone. I am your refuge, your unyielding rock, the hand that steadies you when storms rage. If you let me, I will make all things new, for I did not come to leave you as you are. I came to transform you. Listen closely, for I reveal a truth that has trapped many. The greatest threat to your faith is not always loud, obvious pain. Sometimes it is the quiet, disguised distractions that erode your connection to me. The enemy is patient, working in whispers rather than shouts. He does not always come as a roaring lion, but as a gentle nudge toward ease, a fleeting pleasure, a voice that flatters your ego while pulling you from my truth. He weaves invisible ties around your soul through the gaps you leave open. Through busyness, justifications for avoiding my presence, and small compromises you barely notice. Have you felt it? The days slipping by without truly seeking me, the moments when the world's noise drowns my still, small voice. This is no accident. The world demands your attention, convincing you that endless striving is life. But I have called you to abide in me, to dwell in peace, to walk with your heart fixed on eternity. You were created to be nourished by my presence, yet you have filled yourself with things that cannot satisfy. That ache you feel, even surrounded by abundance, your soul is crying out for me. Not every opportunity is for me. Not every path that glitters is a blessing. Not every voice that comforts is mine. I call you now to spiritual sobriety, a vigilance that guards your heart. The enemy does not need to destroy you with force if he can derail you with subtlety. He knows that if he can divert your gaze from me, fill your days with distractions, or lull you with fleeting pleasures, you will drift from your purpose without even realizing it. Dear one, I've chosen you to share my love with 3 aching souls. As you do, my peace will gently rest upon them. Wake up, my child. Pay attention to what captures your eyes, consumes your thoughts, pulls you from my presence. The enemy exploits your rushing, your exhaustion, your longing for quick fixes. He places small weights, seemingly harmless commitments, fleeting distractions, until your heart grows heavy and distant from what matters most. I am not one voice among many. I am the only one. When you crowd me out with other priorities, you open the door to confusion, to decisions that lead to emptiness, to traps that shine but leave you hollow. Return to me. Make space to hear my voice. Turn away from the clamor of the world and seek me in the quiet. I am calling you to live awake, to walk with intention, to guard your heart with discernment. Test every door, invitation, and thought against my truth. Ask yourself, does this draw me closer to my God, or does it pull me away? Spiritual vigilance is not fear, it is wisdom. It is saying no to what does not align with my purpose for you. I am gently shaking you now, stirring your spirit to rise. You were not created to drift through life, chasing what fades. You were born to walk in my freedom, to live in my peace, to carry my light into a world that desperately needs it. Let go of what holds you back. Trust me with what you cannot control. Surrender to the one who has never lost control, who has never been far from you. Even in your darkest moments, I was there, holding you. If you allow me, I will set you free, truly free. Not free from challenges, but free from the weight of lies, free from the grip of fear, free to live as I created you to be. The sun has come to set you free, and when I set you free, you are free indeed. Step into that freedom today. Say yes to my call. Let me guide you, heal you, and make all things new. My beloved, you stand at a crossroads, yet the path I carved for you remains open. I invite you to return to the center of my will, a place of peace, purpose, and unshakable communion with me. The world has pulled you with its demands, its noise, and its fleeting promises, but I call you back to what is eternal. Strip away the excesses that clutter your soul. Examine the hours you spend, the pursuits that drain your energy, the distractions that dull your sensitivity to my voice. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You were not created for a rhythm that exhausts you or distances you from me. My timing is not the world's timing. What I accomplish in a single moment, no amount of human striving can replicate. When you seek me first, chaos begins to settle, and what you truly need falls into place. Distractions won't vanish on their own, but you hold the power to choose what takes root in your heart. Guard the gateways of your eyes, your ears, and your spirit. Shut the door to deception. Reject what corrodes your faith. Not every beautiful thing builds you up, and not every pleasure nourishes your soul. Some things, even if not inherently evil, have become barriers between us, walls blocking the flow of my presence. Whatever captures your attention shapes your direction. Let go of what pulls you from me, not out of obligation, but out of love for the life I designed for you. You are too brave, too cherished to live disconnected from the eternal. The world's fleeting sparkle cannot compare to the radiant glory of my presence. The shifting opinions of others pale beside the steadfast truth of my voice. Temporary victories crumble in the face of trials, but what I place within your spirit endures forever. You have tasted my presence. You know its reality, its warmth, its power. Why settle for scraps when I offer a feast? Why chase the fleeting wind when I provide living water that quenches the deepest thirst? No worldly pursuit can fill the sacred space in your heart that belongs to me alone. I call you with urgency and love. Return to me. Reorganize your priorities. Rekindle the altar that has grown cold. Open your eyes to see how deeply you need me. I am breaking the chains of hidden traps and distractions disguised as opportunities, habits that subtly draw you away. Yet I need you to walk with discernment, with your heart awake and your spirit alert. I will grant you clarity, but you must long to see, to hear, and to return to where my voice is clear and my peace anchors your soul. The world may offer countless paths, but if they do not lead you closer to me, they are not yours to take. There is a way that seems right to the human eye, but in the end, it leads to destruction. I long to see you stand firm, radiant with my light, walking in my truth. Beloved child, I have chosen you to carry my love. Share it with 3 souls in need, and watch as my peace gently surrounds them. My child, I see the burdens you carry. I know the sleepless nights you've spent worrying over finances, responsibilities, and mounting pressures. I see the bills piling up, the closed doors, the weight of trying to hold it all together. You have poured out your strength, but I come to you now with a gentle reminder. You are not alone. I am your provider, your sustainer, the one who meets your needs before you even voice them. While you fret about tomorrow, I am already there, orchestrating every detail. No challenge is too great for my hand. No debt surpasses my power. No desert is too barren for me to bring forth streams of provision. There is an order in my kingdom, and it begins with surrender, placing me first in your heart. When you do that, you will discover the difference between toiling in your own strength and walking in my divine guidance. You have sought solutions, made plans, and calculated outcomes. But have you forgotten that I open doors no one can shut? I spark new ideas, forge connections, and send provision from unexpected places. You see scarcity and feel confined, but I see opportunities to multiply what is in your hands. Even in lack, trust me, I do not allow those who rely on me to falter. Do not fix your gaze on what you lack. Fix your eyes on who I am, the one who fed thousands with a few loaves and fish, who sustained a nation in the wilderness, who caused a widow's oil to flow without end. I remain the same, and my care for you is unwavering. Face your reality without fear, for I am not intimidated by red numbers, tight budgets, or closed doors. All of it is under my authority. When you seek me, when you honor me with faithfulness and devotion, I respond. My provision comes not only through resources, but with wisdom to navigate your path. I desire more than just meeting your needs. I want to teach you to walk in trust, to rest in my promises, to find peace in uncertainty. Prosperity is not about accumulating wealth. It is about the assurance of my presence in every step. I am weaving every detail of your life into a story of redemption. What feels overwhelming today is simply preparation for the fullness I am bringing. Today, I stand before you, as I always have, calling you to choose what endures. Close your eyes to the illusions of the world and open them to my truth. Reject what weakens your spirit. Embrace what strengthens your faith in me. You will never be lost or confused in my presence. Listen closely, for my words are the answer to the anxieties haunting you. My son, my daughter, come back to the center of my will. Realign your heart with my purpose and watch me move in ways that surpass your understanding. I am here, ready to lead you into a life of peace, provision, and an unshakable connection with me. My beloved child, I am shaping you with purpose, preparing your heart and spirit for the abundance that awaits. My hands are crafting your inner strength, fortifying you for doors yet to open and promises yet to unfold. Know this, every delay, every trial is not a denial, but a divine preparation. I am clearing obstacles from your path, ensuring that when my blessings arrive, nothing will snatch them away. Listen closely, for I am speaking to your soul. I will come. Provision is on its way. Relief will flood your home. You will witness bills paid, debts erased, and resources flowing from sources you never imagined. I am the God who turns deserts into fertile fields, crises into miracles, and scarcity into abundance. I delight in surprising those who place their trust in me. My provision is not limited to your finances. I guard your mind, your health, and your household. As the Good Shepherd, I watch over my sheep, guiding you through shadowed valleys and along narrow paths. No plague touches you without my permission, and no evil approaches without my presence to deliver you. When you surrender your fears and trust in me, you will find rest, even when the answers are unseen. Cease striving to control every outcome. Learn to move with the rhythm of my grace. Offer me your first thought each morning, your first action, your whole day, and I will align blessings along your path. This is not about earning my favor, but learning to depend on me. Those who rely on me will never be put to shame. I tend to the smallest details of your life with a care beyond your imagination. Provision is coming, not because you begged, but because I promised, and my promises are unbreakable. Precious child, if my words have comforted you, let them remain in your heart. Press the like button as a sign of your trust and faith in me. My protection is your shield in the storm, a compass when the way is unclear. Do not let fear erode your trust. I know your needs before you speak them, but I rejoice when you approach me with faith, hope, and belief. Your faith moves my heart, and when paired with obedience, heaven itself stirs on your behalf. Hold fast to this truth. I am your God, intimately involved in every facet of your life. Nothing you need will be withheld. As it is written, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. This promise is alive and yours to claim. Believe, for I am already at work. My son, my daughter. Now let us speak of the foundation that anchors you in me. Faith. Faith is not a fleeting emotion or a rehearsed phrase. It is a living force pulsing within your heart, tethering you to my eternal purposes. When faith grows strong, it moves mountains. When it falters, it leaves you wandering in circles, even with my promises hovering above you. Faith is your most precious possession, surpassing achievements, titles, or dreams. With faith, you stand unshaken amid chaos. Without it, you can collapse even on solid ground. The enemy knows the power of your faith and seeks to undermine it. He whispers doubts, magnifies delays, and amplifies the noise of the visible to drown out the whispers of the invisible. Hear my warning and my encouragement. Guard your faith fiercely. Do not exchange it for fleeting pleasures or quick relief. Do not forsake the eternal for the immediate. The world offers shortcuts at a steep cost, promising applause but robbing you of the silence where I speak. Faith enables you to walk on water while fear pulls you under. Faith helps you wait in peace while anxiety pushes you to rush ahead. Faith sustains you when answers tarry, assuring you that what lies ahead surpasses what you've lost. I have seen your struggles and your prayers met with silence, your heart besieged by doubt, yet even with trembling hands and tear-filled eyes, you have held on. That perseverance is precious to me. I do not seek false strength. I seek hearts that trust me, even when the ground beneath them vanishes. Faith does not ignore reality. It redefines it. It declares, even if the way is barren, I will trust. You do not need to comprehend every step to believe. Faith thrives before the answer arrives, acts before change manifests, and obeys without seeing the full path. Each act of faith, even in the face of fear, touches the invisible and moves my heart. As it is written, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Yet with faith, all things become possible. Do not let today's struggles erase the memory of past miracles. The doors I opened, the burdens I lifted, the days you thought you could not endure, but somehow did. That was faith at work. If faith carried you then, it will carry you now, for I am unchanging, and my faithfulness never wavers. What I have promised, I will fulfill. Your faith keeps the path open until the promise arrives. Treasure your faith as a pearl hidden in a field. Feed it with my promises, not with the world's predictions. Let your thoughts dwell on my word, not on human limitations. Every prayer offered in faith rises like incense before me, and no prayer of faith is ever wasted. Strengthen your faith by trusting daily, even when fear whispers otherwise. Declare my faithfulness, even when circumstances seem stagnant. Pray with unwavering intensity, even without immediate results. Faith is not a feeling, it is a decision, a resolve to trust me moment by moment. My little one, I have filled you with my love. Extend it to 3 hurting hearts, and you will see my peace cover them. My child, the time is now. I am moving in your life, aligning provision, protection, and purpose. Hold fast to your faith, for it is the key that unlocks my promises. Do not trade the eternal for the temporary, or abandon the process because the wait feels long. My timing is not bound by clocks, but by the readiness of your heart. Wait with confidence, for I am faithful. You are never alone, never forgotten. I am with you in every detail, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be lacking. Trust me and watch as I transform your wilderness into a place of abundance. Listen to my voice alone, not the echoes of the world's clamor. The world repeats what is fleeting, but my words are eternal, rooted in truth that never fades. When your faith deepens, the giants before you, fear, doubt, impossibility, begin to shrink. As your trust in me matures, what once seemed insurmountable bows before my power. I have not called you to a shallow existence, skimming the surface of life. I have called you to a profound journey, an intimate walk with me that demands relentless faith. Today, I breathe new courage into your spirit. Let your faith be stirred, awakened from any slumber. Return to the fervor of your first encounter with me, when your heart burned with unshakable belief. Let that flame blaze anew. Let certainty rise within you, unclouded by the weight of time or trials. Rekindle the fire of your first love for me. When faith surges, the impossible retreats, and my promises come into view. At the appointed hour, those who believe do not merely wait, they walk forward in confidence. Those who walk in faith will always reach the destination I have ordained. I know every battle you face, every wound you carry. No pain that pierces your heart escapes my notice. I see the tears you shed in secret, the fears you cannot voice, and the silences lingering between your prayers. I understand when exhaustion threatens to overtake you, yet you press on. I see the smile you wear to mask the ache within, the whisper of surrender that tempts you when faith feels faint. But I also see the resilience I have woven into your soul. I know the strength you possess when you lean not on your own understanding, but on my limitless power. The path before you is not always smooth, nor did I promise a life without battles, but I have promised you my unending presence. You will never walk alone. Even when the storms rage, when hope seems lost, I am with you. My presence turns the fight into a passage toward something greater. What feels like crushing difficulty today will become a testimony of my faithfulness tomorrow. The tears you shed now will be woven into a story of how I carried you through. Perseverance is not simple stubbornness. It is resilience fueled by hope. It is choosing to take another step, even when your strength falters, even when the winds of opposition howl against you. To persevere is to trust me above your fleeting emotions, to walk by conviction rather than convenience. Every step, no matter how weak it feels, my love and the certainty of my promises. I am your God, faithful, loving, and ever-present. I will show you the paths that lead to genuine success, guiding you with divine insight so you can confidently navigate life's hidden challenges. My gentle but unmistakable voice will direct your every move. I will cradle you and your family in my everlasting arms, carrying you through every storm, granting victory over every conflict. You are never alone. My presence is always around you, ahead of you, and within you. Each morning, as the sun rises, you will awaken to fresh assurance that my Holy Spirit and my power are alive within you. If I am for you, who can stand against you? Hold fast to my word and trust my promises. The blessings I've set aside for you will never be lost. Honor me in all you do. Let me be first in your thoughts, your actions, your decisions, and your life will shine as a witness of my goodness. Be generous in your love, your time, and your resources. Watch as heaven opens to pour out wisdom, calm, and provision in unending measure. True prosperity, the kind that fills your heart with peace and your life with meaning, will flow freely. These are treasures that outlast earthly riches, enduring joy, experiences that shape your growth, and blessings that ripple outward, touching everyone around you. I am your provider, and I will supply all you need, plus more. Walk forward boldly, knowing I protect you, guide you, and hold your future safe in my hands. Some speak of miracles but show no evidence of my power. Others proclaim revelations, yet their words lack the testimony of my love and faithfulness. My word is sacred and eternal, flowing directly from me, bound to no human. Do not hand your future over to empty words or those who do not walk in my truth. If you seek love, patience, or wisdom, come to me, and I will reveal my perfect will for your life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the shepherd leading you, the Redeemer saving you, the healer restoring you. Above all, I am your Father, whose love is immeasurable. I want you free, victorious, and growing in wisdom and grace. As you step ahead, let my love be your firm ground, my promises your unwavering strength, and my presence your endless well of peace. The future I have for you is brimming with purpose, prosperity, and joy beyond your imagining. Trust in me, for I am forever at your side, and together we will walk into the fullness of all I have promised. My heart yearns for you to live boldly in the radiant life I envisioned, a life unburdened by financial hardship, generational curses, or doubts that drain your spirit. You are not a fleeting afterthought. You are my beloved creation, each detail of your life precious to me. From your head to your toes, I intimately care about your well-being. I want you to flourish in every aspect, physically healthy, emotionally whole, mentally clear, and spiritually anchored in my endless love. I long for you to awaken each morning with joyful anticipation, free from the weight of worry, and to rest each evening in my calming presence. You are more valuable to me than the rarest gem, more treasured than the stars in the night sky. I hold you as the apple of my eye, protecting you with a love that never falters. Bring me your fears, uncertainties, and heaviest burdens, and I will surround you with the warmth of my compassion. My plans for you are woven with hope, leading into a future shining with abundance, significance, and the unwavering knowledge that you are eternally loved. Feel how deeply I long for you. This is not just a message for your mind to consider, it's a truth for your soul to embrace. I want you to know with unshakable certainty, resonating in the depths of your heart, that I am real, that my love for you is unending, and that every trial you have faced is a stepping stone toward the extraordinary purpose I designed for you. Earthly riches, wealth, titles, applause are fleeting and pale beside the eternal blessings I have prepared. My gifts outlast time and are untarnished by life's trials. One day you will witness their full splendor and awe. For now, trust my promises. They are as sure as dawn-breaking nights hold. Open your heart to hear me, not just with your ears, but with the still corners of your spirit. Each word I speak is alive, carrying the power to repair what's broken, restore what's lost, and spark hope where darkness lingered. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. My words are a balm for your wounds, a light for your path, a fortress for your tired soul. Through my limitless grace, you are entirely forgiven, every mistake and regret wiped away by my mercy. Let go of guilt and shame, for they can no longer claim you. My love encompasses you like a mighty fortress, unyielding and constant, never leaving you alone. Pause a moment right now and sense my presence holding you. I am closer than your very breath, your faithful companion. I am here to guide you through the valleys, to comfort you in every storm, and to rejoice with you in every victory. I am your creator, your sustainer, your wellspring of hope. Surrender your heart completely to me, and allow my peace to soak every inch of your being, chasing away fear and filling you with a serenity that steadies your soul. Together, we will journey toward the future I have ordained for you. a future alive with joy, abundant with purpose, and overflowing with blessings you cannot contain. Do not let the disappointments of the past dim the dreams I have planted within you. Recall the excitement that once danced in your spirit, the times hope kept you awake with endless possibilities. Those were never childish fantasies, but seeds I sowed in the fertile ground of your soul, waiting for the right moment to bloom. The passing years do not undo my designs. Even if your hair has gone silver and your steps have slowed, my promises remain. I am the God of renewal, breathing life into exhausted bones, reigniting dormant passions. The dreams I gave you are still alive, waiting for you to nurture them with faith and courage. Beloved, if this message has touched you, let it dwell richly in your heart. Show your love and faith. Press that like button and magnify my name. I am the one who restores your soul, aligning your priorities with my will, orchestrating each step with flawless wisdom. Because you have sought me and trusted my word, I will pour out blessings on you. Health that energizes your body, clarity that renews your mind, and vitality that ignites your spirit. You will rise again, not through your own power, but through my spirit within you. The weariness that weighed you down will be replaced by a strength that surprises even you. The doubts clouding your mind will fade in my light. I will awaken in you a hunger to learn, to grow, and to seize the opportunities I set before you. Your transformation will shine brightly, not just for you, but for those you encounter, your family, your friends, even strangers. They will see the glow of my handiwork and marvel at the joy overflowing from you. People of all ages will be drawn to the source of your renewal, and through you, they will see a glimpse of my power and love. Your life will not only whisper of my goodness, it will blaze as a living testament to my faithfulness, an example that stirs others to believe. I invite you to step boldly into the life of abundance I have prepared for you. Do not dwell on what has been lost or cling to what feels unmoving. Lift your eyes to the landscape of possibilities I've set before you. I am the God who creates beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, and who uses every challenge as a foundation for growth. Allow my love to be your bedrock, my truth your guiding star, and my peace your constant companion. As you trust in me, you will see my blessings unfold in ways that surpass your biggest dreams. Divine provisions and restored connections that speak of my unmistakable touch. You will experience a tapestry of grace, a story of redemption and hope that resonates far beyond yourself. Speak to me, my beloved. Declare your belief in me, your trust in my everlasting love, and your readiness to receive the joy, harmony, and abundance I long to pour into your life. I can heal the rifts in your family, bring peace to your home, and guide you into a future brimming with promise. Even as we speak, I am working behind the curtains, coordinating every thread for your good. Shake off discouragement and cast aside the failure's voice. Step out confidently, assured I am with you. The best is yet to come, not because of your power, but because I am faithful to complete every good work I began in you. Ready your heart for all that lies ahead, because I am about to do something new. You are not alone, nor will you ever be. Walk with me, and together we will realize the fullness of my promises. I am with you in every moment, every breath, every heartbeat. My presence encircles you like a soft breeze on a warm day, constant and unwavering. Your love, trust, and faith are sacred keys, unlocking the abundant life I carefully designed for you. You and your family are destined to become a living testimony of my boundless power and relentless faithfulness. Miracles are even now forming in your life, set to reveal themselves in ways that will fill you with awe at my handiwork. Never doubt that I am near. My hold on you has never loosened, not even for an instant. In your joys, I rejoice. In your sorrows, I stand closer still. I have never left your side, even in the darkest nights of your soul. Every tear that streaked your cheeks I have caught in my hands. Every whisper of prayer has resounded in my ears. I have kept every promise I spoke over you. My faithfulness remains steadfast as the stars illuminating the sky. Now, dear one, The hour has come for you to rise and join me fully in this divine partnership. Trust me with everything you have. Surrender the weights that never belonged on your shoulders. There is no shame in reaching the end of yourself, for my strength waits there to lift you. Those heavy chains of worry, fear, and doubt were never yours to bear. Be brave and look beyond the horizon. The sadness that has clung to you cannot remain in the hope-filled life I designed for you. I am here to mend every wound, soothe every pain, and pour my healing love into every hidden space in your soul. My healing is not only for your spirit, it spans your entire being. I strengthen your body, renew your mind, and breathe new life into every dream you once thought extinguished. The future I have imagined for you shines with hope, overflowing with purpose and joy. My plans for you are woven with goodness, sealed with love, and upheld by my eternal devotion to your well-being. You are cherished, and I will never cease fighting for your good. I hold your future securely in my grasp. No force in this universe can snatch you from my care. Step forward boldly, assured that my love is a bond no one can break, a shield around you, a light before your path. Each step of faith draws you into the life I envisioned, a life rich in peace, satisfaction, and abundance. Let gratitude flow through you as you witness my goodness blossoming. Together we will transform every trial into triumph, every sorrow into a hymn of praise, every shattered piece into a masterpiece of restoration. Even in your lowest struggles, I have never abandoned you. No moment of your life has slipped past my notice. My love for you is eternal, unchanging, and unbreakable. Do not be swayed by the voices of despair that claim I have withheld my love. Such deceptions carry no weight beneath the light of my truth. I see the battles you fight, the tiredness that makes your bones ache, the moments you believe your endurance has run dry. Yet I love you all the more. I am here, steadying you, carrying you through life's fiercest storms. When you cried out in your heart, feeling as though your resolve was spent, that you couldn't go on, that you couldn't see the way forward, I heard you. I see you, and I declare now that hope is alive, and your victory is near. Perhaps you have searched in the wrong places, pursuing answers in the fleeting things of this world. The door you've been seeking was before you all along. I am that door. I am the way forward, the truth that frees your spirit, and the life that renews you. You need not wander in confusion or despair any longer, for I am your guide, refuge, and hope. When you feel you cannot continue, my strength is perfected in your weakness. Press into me, and I will carry you. I will illuminate the path you thought hidden, embolden you to walk through it, and fill you with a peace that comes from living in step with my will. You are not defined by your struggles, but by my grace and love. Take my hand, and we will journey into a future lit by possibility. The obstacles before you do not spell your end, but rather the threshold of your triumph. Your choice to trust me, to seek me with faith, ignites the spark of your victory. You will overcome these challenges, not in haste, but in my perfect timing, guided by my flawless plan. Even when your patience is tested and the wait feels endless, do not lose hope. I am renewing your strength, giving you endurance to press on, embracing you in my peace. You are closer than you imagine to the place you've longed for, to the answers I have promised. Do not leap ahead without my counsel, for advancing outside my timing could send you down roads I haven't laid out. This journey is neither a race nor a competition. You have nothing to prove. Your faith already speaks volumes. Travel with steady, deliberate steps, trusting in my timing even when it appears slow. I am never late, and my plans are consistently good. Move forward with wisdom, discernment, and a heart firmly anchored in my love. Each faithful step draws you nearer to your place of blessing, prosperity, and joy. Set aside the urge to compare your journey to others or to rush beyond your current season. Instead, fix your eyes on me and on the path we walk together. I am preparing the way, giving you all you need to face obstacles, guiding you toward a life filled with rest, clarity, and purpose. In me, you'll find power to triumph, wisdom to decide well, and a peace surpassing all human reason. When you reach the promised land I have ordained, your heart will overflow with praise. You will sing with gratitude, proclaiming the greatness of my name. Do not give up, for my love for you is deep and everlasting. Your prayers have never been unheard, your tears never unnoticed. I am with you now and always, leading you toward a life of hope, restoration, and lavish blessings. Trust me, walk with me, and together we will witness the fullness of my promises. My little one, I have filled you with my love. Extend it to 3 hurting hearts, and you will see my peace rest upon them. My beloved, your voice is a melody in my ears. Every prayer you lift, every silent cry, every hidden longing of your heart is precious to me. Do not weary in your praying, for your words never return void. Each time you call to me, a radiant thread is woven into the unfolding tapestry of blessings. Though you cannot see its entire pattern, trust that I am designing it with endless love and precision. Be patient and allow me time to align each detail with my perfect plan. What I have arranged for you exceeds any dream you have voiced or any prayer you have offered. My promises are not constrained by the reaches of your imagination. When I unveil my answer, it will arrive swiftly, breaking barriers like a rushing river, chasing away every doubt and flooding you with amazement. Hold firmly to hope. Do not let despair cloud your soul while you wait. Pause and see the transformation I am accomplishing within you. You are not who you once were. Every storm you weathered, every tear you shed, every step of faith you took refined you into someone stronger, more resilient, more radiant. Your faith is like gold purified in the hottest flames, emerging brighter and steadier. The storms that once loomed threateningly now pass swiftly, no longer able to shake the foundation I built within you. You face trials with courage once missing, holding steady where you once trembled. Conflicts do not unravel your peace anymore, for you have learned to rely on my power. This growth, this steadfast spirit testifies to my presence, shaping and molding you into the masterpiece I intended. You are traveling the road I've set, and this should fill you with joy. Even in excruciating moments when darkness crept close and uncertainty clouded your way, you stood firm. You did not abandon the path I assigned or chase temporary distraction. You held on to me, trusting me despite the mist that veiled your sight. Your perseverance, your unwavering resolve, brings me great delight. Know, my child, I am always with you, walking beside you and encouraging you toward the fulfillment of my promises. Together, we will cross into a season overflowing with gratitude and indescribable joy. Rest assured, I hear you clearly, every syllable and every unspoken yearning of your heart. Your prayers are not lost, they are precious gems stored in mine. Soon, I will answer in ways that outstrip all imagination, filling your life with exhilaration. My timing is absolute, never late, never early, always perfect. As you wait, guard your heart from negativity. Not everyone who smiles or speaks kindly has your best interest at heart. Some conceal envy beneath pleasant words, sowing doubt into the fertile ground of your faith. They observe the favor I've shown you, the love I have lavished on you, and the mercy that upholds you, even in your mistakes. It stirs envy within them. I see that in their hearts. Do not let their words take root. You can no longer afford to let such voices lead you astray. I have chosen you for a greater purpose, a destiny filled with hope, abundance, and peace. Remain close to me, and I will grant discernment to see the difference between those who align with my will and those who seek to hinder you. I am your shield, your guardian, and your source. No one can steal the blessings I have decreed for you, because my love is unwavering and my promises stand firm. As you continue with me, you will see my plan for you is perfect, unassailable by any scheme or whisper of doubt. Forgive those who would discourage you and offer them grace, just as I have shown you grace. Extend love, but be vigilant over your heart, closing any entrance for harmful influences. If left unchecked, their words could ripple through your life, threatening your peace and your family's unity. Yes, I have warned you of their envy. They see the radiance of my favor in you and long to possess what you have. but they cannot take away what I have granted. I see every scheme, every secret word, and I will protect you if you remain anchored in me. I will gently nudge your spirit, a quiet knowledge when danger lurks near. Trust my guidance, for my gaze is always on you, and my hand is always ready to steady you. Stay rooted in my word, drinking from my promises like a fresh spring. Open your heart to my voice, allowing my words to cleanse and renew your spirit. Hold fast to the promises I've given, cherishing them like an invaluable inheritance. The desires you have brought before me, the dreams you have breathed in prayer, now edge closer to becoming reality. Your faith, perseverance, and refusal to yield have not escaped my notice. Soon, you and those dearest to you will stand amazed as my blessings overflow, saturating your life with a joy that nothing can contain. But I urge you to remain steadfast. Do not waver. Do not tire. Do not turn back, however heavy the path seems. The way I have chosen leads directly to my promises, and each step brings you closer to what I have spoken. Do not give in to doubt or despair. Cling to my truth in your heart, unaffected by outward trials. What you see now, the hardships, the delays, the unknown, is not the end. I am the author of your story, writing redemption and triumph on every page. Do not be discouraged if the future I promised still seems far off. Doubt may veil your sight, but it cannot change my faithfulness. The trials you face will not last forever. They pale against the eternal weight of glory I am preparing for you. My blessings are real and nearer than you realize. Do not let fear suggest the journey will always be hard or that you are undeserving of the dreams I planted inside you. You are not defeated or a failure. The words of those who ridicule or demean you carry no authority over the future I have guaranteed. Some people envy the goodness in your heart or the grace I have poured upon you. They notice my hand at work in your life and want it for themselves. Yet their envy cannot overrule my will. I am the keeper of your future, and nobody can steal what I have set aside. Keep your eyes on me, and we will step into a time of greater blessings, deeper peace, and a joy that overflows into every part of your life. You belong to me, and I belong to you, forever. Child of mine, reflect my love in all you do. As you share it, my presence will bring comfort, strength, and a peace the world cannot give. My beloved, my care covers you like a shield from heaven, and my provision streams to you like an ever-flowing river. In the quiet of this moment, let your soul find rest in my presence. I am here to still the storms raging within you, and to rekindle your once fiery faith. I see you, the tears wept in silence, the burdens heavy on your shoulders, the flood of thoughts that overwhelm you. Life's tempests have pounded you, and the gales of adversity roar, threatening to snuff out your inner light. But mark these words: you are not abandoned, nor are you destroyed. I am with you, closer than every breath, speaking words of healing, hope, and unbreakable love into the furthest corners of your soul. Picture my love as a radiant, indestructible shield wrapping around you, akin to a warm hearth on a winter's night. This shield doesn't merely protect, it restores. It gathers the shattered fragments of your heart, reigniting that flame of faith that once shone so fiercely within. Even though it now flickers, it is far from dead. With one touch of my grace, it can blaze anew, dispelling the deepest darkness of your path. Let me bear the weights that threaten to crush you. Surrender them into my hands, for my yoke is gentle and my burden is light. In my presence, find the courage to stand again, to walk forward into the destiny I set for you from the start. Do not be ashamed of your faith in me. It is a priceless gem, a beacon guiding you through the darkest valleys. Though the world may mock or misunderstand, your faith is a sacred treasure, your lifeline to my eternal promises. If the flame of passion for me has faded, do not lose heart. I am calling you back to the joy of our communion, to return to the quiet spaces where your soul connects deeply with me. In that holy stillness, maybe at dawn's first light or in the peaceful hush of midnight, you will hear me more clearly than ever, guiding you through life's complexities, renewing your strength for each new fight. Your dreams are not lost, nor are your hopes wasted. I have designed a tapestry for your life in vibrant shades of purpose, joy, and fulfillment that you are yet to see. These are not fantasies, but divine promises, intricately woven with you in mind. Spend time with me in the stillness, and I will reveal glimpses of this bright future, a place where your heart overflows with joy, where your spirit overflows with purpose, and each step lines up with my perfect will. If you carry unhealed wounds or unspoken fears, bring them into the light of my love. I do not condemn, I restore. I do not judge, I heal. My arms extend to you, not as a distant deity, but as a close friend, ready to journey with you in both triumph and trial. Let us build a rhythm of grace together, a daily practice of coming near to me. In these moments, you will find a joy unaltered by circumstances and a peace guarding your mind beyond human reason. This peace is not momentary. It is a continually flowing river from my heart to yours. As you trust in me, I will guide you, heal you, and spark an unquenchable hope. Day by day, your faith will grow stronger, your spirit shine brighter, and your life will reflect the splendor of my promises. My plans for you are good, brimming with hope and destiny. You are never alone, because I see every tear, hear every sigh, and feel every silent plea for help. Be cautious about whom you allow into your sacred heart. Not everyone who smiles is a true friend. Some wear kindness as a mask while planting seeds of doubt. Their presence may drain your spirit and overshadow the dreams I have placed in you. Guard your heart and bring your burdens to me. I truly listen, knowing you completely, desiring only your flourishing. In my presence, your spirit will be rejuvenated, your perspective clarified, and your heart surrounded by wisdom to discern which voices to heed. Inside you lies a vision, a divine blueprint, aligned with the love you have for your family and the devotion you offer me. When fatigue obscures that vision, when motivation wanes and happiness feels distant, turn to me. Let us sit together as companions, revealing your deepest desires. During these encounters, I will restore your joy, sharpen your focus, and breathe renewed life into the dreams I first planted. You are not here just to survive, but to thrive, walking in a joy that stands strong and living a life that radiates my love. My precious one, I have held you close from the start. Let my love calm your fears and let me lead you into the beauty of my kingdom. My love for you is unending and as constant as the stars overhead. You do not need to see me physically to believe. My presence encircles you like the air you breathe. I hear your every word, each whispered prayer, and each hidden longing. I am your truest friend, always acting with kindness, always plotting a future brimming with blessings. Your past mistakes are banished, cast into an ocean so deep they will never return. All I ask is an open heart, a faith the size of a mustard seed. Though such faith may seem small, in my hands it can move mountains, becoming a mighty tree bearing fruit that will bless you and countless others. This is your time, my beloved. Step forward with courage, trusting I am already preparing every detail for your benefit. Do not be shackled by fear or confusion. I am orchestrating events in ways you can't yet comprehend, weaving a future brighter than you can imagine. Nothing, no enemy, no discouragement, no sorrow can stand against you when you stand in my strength. Take a deep breath, release your worries into my care, and let my love saturate every corner of your heart. Together, we will step into the fullness of my promises, a life overflowing with peace, joy, and divine purpose. Will you accept my invitation? Say yes, and let us embark on this journey together. I am here always, and my love for you remains steadfast. Cast away the restlessness cluttering your mind and enter the holy silence of my presence. I call you to restoration, to be refreshed and to be renewed by the transforming power of my word. As you linger in my promises, let them kindle a bold fire within your soul, burning away doubt and sparking unshakable faith. Every word of my truth carries eternal power, an energy that breathes life into the most exhausted spirit. They are not mere words on paper, but a tapestry of hope interwoven with grace, meant to wrap around your heart and anchor you in my love. In the hush of your innermost being, I hover near, like a soft breeze touching your soul, whispering peace and comfort. Imagine me by your side at the break of dawn or in the hush of midnight, listening to your every breath, your every need. When you approach me with sincerity, vulnerable and trusting, I am already present, prepared to pour serenity into the deepest recesses of your soul. My presence is a sanctuary where fear finds no foothold, and sorrow is met with solace. I am the God who sees you, knows you completely, and loves you beyond any measure. I have stored countless blessings for you, shimmering with the brilliance of heaven. These treasures are not fleeting or distant. They are tailored to your life, each one stamped with your name, wrapped in the pastel hues of my loving mercy. Each blessing is a testament to my devotion, crafted to bring you joy, foster your growth, and guide you into the destiny I have authored. I have placed unique talents within you, seeds of potential waiting to sprout under my guidance, gifts to be discovered, nurtured, and returned to me as worship and service. Even now, I pave roads before you, clearing obstacles that once seemed immovable, scattering shadows that strove to dampen your spirit. Nothing is beyond me, no hindrance too big, no impossibility too daunting. You are not bound by earthly limitations, because my strength is alive in you, raising you above every trial. Walk with confidence, for I am your shield and your shepherd. My plans for you brim with hope, prosperity, and promises that cannot be shaken. No one can derail what I have ordained for you. Let my promises guide you. Let my love ground you, and together we will step into the life I have prepared. A life overflowing with my goodness, where every breath proclaims my faithfulness. I am not a distant, unresponsive God. I am more certain than the very ground beneath your feet, as constant as the countless stars in the night sky. My words do not echo emptily. They reverberate with the heartbeat of eternal truth, resonating deep within your own heart. I am the way, the truth, and the life, the one who delights to be close. When the world feels cold and unkind, come to me. When betrayal stings deep, when those once trusted turn away and leave wounds that ache in secret, come to me. When condemnation and criticism bombard you, when the burdens of life stifle your breath, come to me. When your dreams crumble, when hope feels like a fading spark and the dawn seems too heavy to bear, come to me. In every such moment, I wait with open arms, ready to drench you in healing love, hope, and steadfast acceptance. Child of mine, shine my love in all your deeds. As you pass it on, my presence grants comfort, strength, and a peace the world cannot give. I am your ever-faithful companion, the one who will never fail or abandon you. My love surrounds you like a fortress, unyielding and eternal. I guard you from storms around you and still the panic within. I see the cares you shoulder, the secret battles, the hidden tears, the dreams you have hidden away out of fear. I also know how I will direct you ahead, unveiling a path lit with promise, paved with new beginnings, leading straight to joy. Anything stolen will be returned, anything broken will be renewed. Your dreams are not gone. They remain in my safekeeping, awaiting their perfect unveiling. You are never alone. Even when you feel unseen or misunderstood, I am working, orchestrating blessings revealed at just the right moment. My love for you is infinite, outlasting any earthly measure. Surrender the chains of fear and doubt. In my presence, fear loses its power. Embrace me, and you will discover a resilience born from knowing I stand beside you, guiding each step. Every morning, I greet you with arms open, expecting nothing but your willingness to trust. Let my joy fuel your path and my peace protect your heart and mind. You are precious to me, more valuable than all earthly treasures. I am here, always, walking through every season, storm, triumph, or calm. Let us stride forward into the future I planned for you, a future teeming with my grace, goodness, and immeasurable love. May these words dwell deeply within you, renewing your mind and uplifting your spirit. Amen. My beloved child, don't let this moment pass unnoticed. There's someone who needs to hear exactly what you've just received. What was spoken today was not random. It was divine timing. The days are growing shorter, but your light is growing stronger. You've been set apart, not to hide, but to shine. You are part of something unshakable, something eternal. If this message found its way into your soul, subscribe and come back. We're building something eternal, one truth at a time. Share this with someone walking through confusion. Help them find clarity. Until we gather again, walk in grace, speak with purpose, and live each day as one awakened by truth. Amen.